Yo, what's going on everybody? Santos Vice here. We are finally back with some more Punishing Grey Raven. I hope you guys had a great day today. Yes, I'm back, surprisingly. I actually did want to take a day off yesterday, I'll be completely honest. There was no real particular reason for it, but I just kind of felt like it, honestly. But yeah, anyway, when we last left off with this, we had finally finished the whole Spiral of Chronos thing. And again, it's I still have to wonder what even caused the events that occurred to have advanced so much faster than what was predetermined. Because again, it seems like according to the ASNet, from what Vonnegut and Ishmael had seen, it should have happened much later, or maybe at least maybe a bit down the line. But the fact that it actually accelerated to this point, I wonder what exactly that is, because it still hasn't led to the other stuff yet, but I mean, to be fair, we have kind of deterred those divergent points because of changing certain actions, regarding the Live Imperia stuff, the Lee Hyperreal stuff, but I'm hoping that at some point we'll get down to the nitty-gritty and be like, why is it different? If I had to guess, it probably is just the whole point of because the divergence point that we've passed it so that it won't repeat itself, it's just a natural effect of it, kind of like the butterfly effect. Because I mean, if it is just that, then I'm perfectly fine with it, because again, based on how the whole disrupting the flow of time and stuff, and even though it's only sending information, it's the unpredictable can still happen regardless. So I mean, if that is the case in point, I wouldn't have a problem with it. I'm just curious is all. But yeah, now we're gonna move on to the next chapter, Renaissance de Fantastique, and keep going on for a couple more chapters until we hit when I should go back to the Floating Records and try to complete some of those again before I progress. And before we continue, check it out. I finally got my Watanabe, the double S rank. I literally just only got it done today, but thank fucking God I did. Am I gonna get into phase 3? Unfortunately not, because it's I need 9 for each, and that would just take fucking forever. So I'm okay, now for my next project, which will basically be Chu Shukra, because I do actually need to get her to double S, because I have heard that she is at least more capable in that standing. And I also, for my guaranteed role, I did go for a Hyperreal Lee. I know, shocker, right? Because I mean, I already have Blackrock Shooter. What reason would I need for Lee Hyperreal? I mean, they both have their good points, don't get me wrong, but it's maybe depending on the situation or the kind of boss, it might be good to kind of be a bit more versatile with the team and change it up here and there. Hence why I'm also if I can save up enough of the black cards and stuff, that I'll also try to use the other guaranteed banner to get not Carney and Skyler, because I'm basically just collecting the shards for it, but for Nanami Starfarer, so then I can have Watanabe more focused on the Luna Oblivion team. At least that's my mindset going forward. If y'all want a development report on how I'm doing so far. So yeah, with all of that out of the way, we're gonna go ahead and get to the next part of the story, because I am kind of curious what this is gonna even entail exactly, because it has actually been a while since Isla had taken part in the story. Just the whole thing with what was it, Celine, and that over at the moon base, or at least the abandoned one. So let's see what exactly has been going on since then. I had her own little fantasies about what Earth would be like before her first assignment. Having only read about Earth in textbooks, she'd often imagine what's become of Earth now. The kind of poetry people on Earth are now writing, and how drastically different their culture must be from that of the Golden Age. She'd imagine herself coming across some unwithered spider ivy in some ruins and giving them to her colleagues back in Babylonia. She'd imagine herself traveling to where all the past heroes once fought and commemorating them with a long overdue requiem. Cruel might be reality, yet she was determined to remember every second of it by heart, with her eyes wide open. all the while feeling uplifted by the idea that her artwork would rise to new heights with new experiences. Until, that is, reality shatters her imagination to pieces. Pieces upon which she now finds herself standing. And also, just a heads up, I probably won't be streaming as long today because it says there's going to be a thunderstorm, so it's like, again, one of the situations where it's like, just to be safe, I'd rather not have to do it in that kind of continuous stream in that situation. So, if I'm lucky, maybe I'll get 2 hours, 2 hours and a half in this stream, so just giving y'all a heads up. Team of Dozen Constructs is now making its way through the wild. They've lost 2 members and survivors are not faring well. Severed neural circuits, alloy bone exposed, and coagulated clumps of vital fluid on their skin, several constructs cannot walk without help. The big-haired member walking at the end of the team is the least damaged, being one of those meant to be protected. There's Blankfoot, the team keeping a distance from him. Versus the gloom in the air, one of the constructs walking at the front slows down until they reach Isla. How are you holding up, Isla? You did really well for someone who came down for the first time. Thanks. I'm feeling okay. It's Isla's first ever big archaeological assignment since she joined the team. When WGAA discovered this archaeological site, it sent the team down to collect documents and relics that were left there. Oh, okay, yeah, so of course, once again, I'm immediately picking up on that whole thing. But again, what do they even expect to find at this stage of the game? Because I wouldn't think it's another 0-point reactor. Because it's like, would you really send a brand new squad for that kind of assignment? But I would also find it hard to believe it's just for any remnants of humanity, just specifically. Unless they already have something that they want specifically. Task Force had cleansed the site, meaning that theoretically they weren't supposed to come across corrupted in droves. As fate would have it, however, they found themselves surrounded by countless corrupted, ones affected by previously undetected punishing virus when the archaeological team traveled deep into the site with the Task Force team that had come along. The Task Force team managed to escort the archaeological team to safety with all the documents, precious relics they had at the cost of its 2 members' lives. You seem anything but okay, though. But it's common among our newcomers, since there's a world of difference between up there and down here. It's gonna take some getting used to. I don't really know how to word it, but things just seem very different from what I thought they'd be. I mean, I still remember Rex's straight face and how he'd always suddenly crack everyone up with a joke out of nowhere. And how face if we'd be going to the next exhibit together after this mission. And now they're gone. I can totally relate. People have a false sense of security about what they're getting into, thinking that they can just recall in the worst case scenario. But it is what it is, unfortunately, and life is the price we pay when we don't have a backup plan to fall back on. We came to recycle technology and cultural relics from the Golden Age, and it's a breeze, relatively speaking, if you compare that with what the Task Force is doing at the front lines. But you never know what's coming your way, and this time just so happens to be one of those days. And this is probably just going to be more common down the road. You can submit a withdrawal request for you though. If you're having a hard time adjusting, it happens and WGAA is okay with it. No, that's not what I mean. I'm not quitting. Sorry about that. I need a bit of water because it's like I actually had my final exam for Taekwondo, so it's like I had to like do all the stances and stuff, and then after that, like I get like a 15-minute break before jiu-jitsu, and I had some pretty rough matches today, I'll tell you that much. Seeing that Orpheus is misinterpreting her intention, Isla quickly shakes her head in denial. I just think I'm not up to snuff yet. I thought I was ready and all, but... so maybe that's the reason, right? Because she has a talent for art and that stuff. Maybe she can perceive what would be valuable enough. I've only seen war once in Babylonia. Remnants of ships afloat in the infinite expanse of the starry sky, a blast from a particle beam weapon instantly lights up the otherwise pitch-black sky. At the moment, beholding the same view as her dear friend, she thought they had an unspoken rapport established between them. Isla thought she'd understood her choice, but her dream why her friend chose to leave without bidding farewell. And yet, she now sees that she knew nothing. When her friend was out at Hetera's space station finding her corrupted, and Isla was sitting by a porthole looking down from Babylonia, the comfort of a greenhouse where gravity, humidity, and temperature had been adjusted to suitable levels. She finally got a real taste of reality, however. Legs grew so numb that she wasn't even able to take a step forward. Our past will be rectified, as long as we portray the world as it truly is. It's what Isla seemed to have heard when she saw the space station awash into the debris of war. It was a secret message Selena left her. It was the answer that Isla's idealist of a friend had found at the end of her journey. And Isla thought it was a heavenly revelation, and that following her dear friend's path would take her to where she herself wanted to go. But when she saw the punishing torn world with her own eyes and heard her weapons thrust her corrupted. Hey, what are you doing? Just keep moving wherever you're holding. Our mission is to send you back home safe, guys. So do us a favor and soldier on now. She looked all the bloodstained corrupted, her constructs in the eyes, and his people that she had only just befriended being torn to pieces. She grew hesitant. She wasn't as brave as she thought she was. I wanted to see the world as it really is, and put what I come across into my work, which is why I decided to have myself turned into a construct and joined the WGAA. Creations like that are what I call real art. Except it hit me that reality can't necessarily inspire people, and that reality might just be my own imagination of what it is. Because who's to say I'll be able to see the world in its entirety simply because I've come down here, right? And I'm just thinking, I've probably been a little too naive this whole time. What do you think? People tend to regard something as some higher truth if they revolutionizes their common sense. Does that hold true for this reality you're talking about too? I can't judge your feelings here. I don't have an answer to your question. But there was this girl about your age. I've been on several missions with her. On our way back from our first mission together, she entertained us with her favorite poem. He who mocks the infant's faith shall be mocked in age and death. He who teaches the child to doubt the rotting grave shall here never get out. It's one of Selena's favorites. He who respects the infant's fate triumphs over hell and death. He who doubts all that he sees will he ever believe. Do what you please. We're recorders, witnesses, articulators, and creators. What we fight, we cannot see, which is why people mock us and have a hard time imagining the purpose we serve. Except we do know the purpose we serve, and it's a value from which we will not back down. And I can see it in your eyes that you too wish to stand guard for that value, which is why the WGAA is honored to receive you with open arms, Isla. Having finished their mission, the archaeological team arrived at the human settlement. It was built upon a deserted city, a far cry from most conservation areas in terms of infrastructure, and the settlement had proper mechanics in place that make life here possible. It's also fairly safe with ground force permanently stationed around. Babylonia's transport craft's still a good way out. The team has quite some time to spare in this settlement. Ella walks around the settlement, taking her time observing this place that's been put together by the humans here who had built it with whatever they could get their hands on. She looks into a simple tent. She sees an old mechanic pick out usable parts from a pile of mechanoid remains sent here by the ground force. Passing by a makeshift outdoor kitchen that's really just a cooking range. Put under an overhanging meat rack, she's the chef cooking ingredients she never even thought edible. She's an old lady sewing an undershirt with a rusted needle and a man sharpening his hunting instruments or waste parts. and beholds the sights quietly, her mind occupied by Orpheus's words from before. There are kids around taking turns being constructs and corrupted with twigs and a make-believe. Boys will always be boys. With the boys making noises running all over the place, a girl catches Isla's attention. The girl sits quietly by herself at a wooden table with an open notebook in front of her. Holding in her hand a hematite. It's been cut into the shape of a strip. She draws with. Occasionally putting her hand under her chin and looking at the picture with a frown, the girl is fully focused on drawing. Millie, says the words of the cloth bed sewed to her jacket. I see you're drawing something. She can't be sure if Millie has heard her. Millie keeps her eyes trained squarely on her drawing in agitation. Seeing what's on the paper, however, Ella can't be sure how she would even begin to describe the drawing. What are you drawing? Turtles. And there are also birds and dogs. And I got rabbits here. Well, they certainly look very interesting. Thanks for not just saying I'm doing a bad job. Girl reads Island like an open book. That's not true at all. Do you like to draw? Well, I guess so. My dad said he found this notebook and gave it to me. I just draw everything I see now so I get to show him what I saw when he gets home. Patrick and Aaron said my drawings are terrible though, so I decided to stop playing with them. My dad said he used to draw all the time, but he's too busy to teach me. Well, do you want me to show you how it ends? Are you good? None of these people here can draw. Oh, but you're from Babylonia, right? Patrick says that the constructs from Babylonia are amazing. Are you good at drawing too? It depends on the person, but I do know a thing or two about drawing. Well, here. I have 70 empty pages left. Try not to use too many of them, though. Any idea what you want me to draw? Are you okay with drawing anything? As long as it's something common enough. I'm good with plants like dandelions and hyacinths, too. Well, can you draw me a hydrangea then? A what? A hydrangea. I only know the name of the flower, but I've never seen it. There was another construct from Babylonia that bought me some hydrangea seeds. She told me they have beautiful blue flowers when they bloom. Have you seen them? Are they really that pretty? Well, I guess you can say I have. And yes, they're pretty when they bloom. Except Alan's never seen an actual one. Other than the pictures that she came across at Babylonia's Education Center, which struggles with what little resources it has to raise all the plants it has the pictures for. Alan, however, decides to give it a try anyway, hoping her attempt will give Millie a glimpse into a world she's never seen before. Oh yeah. Yo, what's up, Guardian? Yeah, I only just started a couple minutes ago. How's it going? And even all over with a dull tip, the hematite crayon Isla is holding hardly makes a convenient tool to draw with. A tool as unsuitable as this and a lack of proper instructions, Isla can't imagine anyone making meaningful progress at all drawing on their own. Let's add a bit here and here, and that should do it, I think. This is amazing. It looks so real. Are hydrangeas really this pretty? Well, this is based on what I remember of it. Sure, it's different from how you imagine it because it's not even blue. But just wait until you see a real one in your garden. I'm sure it'll be a lot prettier than the one I drew. And drawing is not as difficult as it seems. I'm sure you realize after seeing me draw just now. To start with, this is what you need to do. Where did you learn all this? I never thought about any of the things you said just now. So where did you learn all this stuff? You have a teacher who taught you this? Yeah, it's good, just get my full pity for the fake collab for Aegis already. Go for a full pity. Character and have a shot of like fun. Yeah, it's gonna be everything until then, so I can get more. No? Oh, okay. Well, hey, glad to see it's paid off. Did you roll Hanying? No, I did not. It's not that I dislike her character. I mean, just from testing in like the trial and stuff, she's really good. But it's like I already do have a team right now. It's like I'm trying to build on other teams I have. I mean, yes, I could swap her for Rigger on my physical team. But it's like I don't know. I just feel like I should go for my 100% rolls instead. You know, after I hit the 60 rolls, but I don't know. That's kind of what I'm doing because again, it's like I want to be more versatile with the teams I have, especially when I do the endgame stuff like PPC and all that stuff. You can get her later. Blue banner will reset Ishmael's pet. Oh, okay. Good. Yeah, so it's like I don't really have any like immediate need right now. But yeah, Guardian, I did get a Wannabe to double S now. So now I actually need to work on Chushukra. And I actually did use one of my 100% banners for getting Lee Hyperreal. I'm from the WGAA. It's an organization at Babylonia. Because I'll be honest, I was kind of struggling into like whether I wanted Hyperreal or if I wanted Starfarer. And I just figured like just to change things up from like having BRS in my fire team, it'd just be nice to have Lee for that. And also it's like it's the same concept for like why I want Starfarer as well, because it's like I could put Starfarer for my fire team instead, put Wannabe for what's it called? For my Luna team. And again, it's like from the whole Spiral of Kronos chapter, Lee was pretty fun to use. So I was like, I don't know, I want him. It may not be the smartest move, but I mean, hey, I like Lee. He's cool. The way he fights is pretty awesome, so I might as well go for it, you know? Because in the end, that's what I play this game for, because I just enjoy it. He's fun. I'll still be using him in videos, even when the meta shifts. Yeah, fair. People from there are experts in art, and that's why I picked up a lot of what I know about drawing. What's art anyway? Well, art is... Besides not to purport to give a technical definition of art, she knows like the back of her hand. Let me see. Millie, what makes you want to show your work to your dad? Huh? Well, because my dad is always happy when I share my drawings with him. I just want to show him what I see and do out of here every day, because he's hardly ever home. I think that's a beautiful reason for you to keep drawing. To me, at least, art is something that's created with motivations like that. Drawing, dancing, writing a novel, or poetry are just some examples. And there were also movies and manga back in the Golden Age. Manga? Wait, I'll be right back. You'll get everyone eventually anyway, won't you? Yeah, true, because it's like, I guess that's the other good comfort of this game, because you can grind these characters, so it's like, it's not impossible to get all of them. It's like, you always have to spend money to roll for them, too, because it's like, hell, with all the bonuses I've been getting from leveling up and stuff, I have like 38 out of 50 shards for Carnina Skya to put for my Dark team. Because I really need to upgrade that team. Not to say what I have right now is bad, but just to mix things up a bit. And for honestly better compatibility, in my opinion. So don't get me wrong, wait, who do I have for that team? Oh yeah, I had number 21 for that team, but I wouldn't like to change that. The only thing you ever really miss in PGR is collabs that you miss them. Oh, right. Yeah, that's true. So I don't have all the year one. Oh, okay. Good. Glad to see I'm not alone on this. This is what you call a manga, right? Because that's what my dad calls it, too. He gives the paperback to Isla. It's an old one. Its pages having yellowed from time. Not so much that Isla has trouble reading what's in it. Is this from Beautiful Angel? Manga is a series that gained traction during the Golden Age based on an anime and toys that came before the series itself. It's by the same author that drew Cartman Rider. The girls in the story are amazing. They transform these beautiful ladies with magical powers and ruffle the bad guys. I remember reading a few of these in Babylonia's Education Center when I was a kid. And boy was I addicted. Those were good times. Really? I'm so jealous. It's the only one I have. I've read it so many times already, but Dad said he can't find another one. Can I borrow one from you? I can trade yours with this one. I would love to help, but I think they only have a few copies in Babylonia. I don't think I can even take them out. Oh, but I really want to find out what happens next. At the end of the series, two protagonists are chosen as beautiful angels by the fairy and fight the monsters. Two become friends because of that and start their journey from there. The story stops there, leaving many craving for a sequel. Well, looks like this has never received much attention from the WJA. These obviously have more business value than they do art value, but I don't think it hurts to preserve them. Say, you wouldn't be able to draw something like this, right? You're suggesting I draw a manga? Yep, you like it too, right? I never tried it, and it requires a totally different set of skills and knowledge. I would be really happy you could do that for me. Well, I'd be more than happy to help you with anything you ever need me to. Hey, here you are, Ella. Time to get moving. Transport craft is here and we're set to go in 10 minutes. Oh, gotcha. Are you leaving? Yes, I'm going back to Babylonia. I see. Guess I'll see you next time then. I mean, I don't know when that's gonna be, but my dad said he's going to take me to a new conservation area in a few months. I think it's gonna be really far from here. Hope you have a safe flight home. Thank you, Millie. Having bid farewell to Millie, Ella makes her way to the transport craft in Orpheus. Did you have fun hanging out with the kids? Not kids, just her. Having to see her by herself. Most of us from the archaeological team choose to avoid having any contact with people from conservation areas, though. All because we're not task force? People living on Earth think that all constructs from Babylonia are superheroes. But we all know that can't be further from the truth. See, we're nothing without task force help. Gordon, oh, you're now in the area no stamina story. Oh, I am? I didn't even know that. Actually, now that I think about it, I did actually need stamina for a Spiral of Chronos. But nice! I'm finally there. I was wondering when I was gonna hit that. At least that makes it much easier for me to just only have to use my stamina to grind off stream, and then it's like, okay, good, I don't actually need to replenish it for it. Say, how would you define art? Caught me by surprise there. Well, let's see. It's not clear cut. It depends on which theory you buy into. To me, art is something that's both within and out of our reach. There's this famous author who once wrote in his diary that he decided that one must love and work, and that's it. But then the day after, he wrote he was tired, and didn't love, didn't work. He always felt lost in life and doubted the weight of his words. But he kept going, and his work has become a time-honored part of human civilization. We'll probably never reach his heights, and what we do now might not amount to anything at all. But still, she has her own reason to press forth. I can't say with certainty that nothing will ever change her. For all she knows, she might have a change of mind tomorrow. She also realizes that her persistence might not take her closer to the answer she came seeking. She'll never be able to see the impact her work has down the road in this lifetime of hers. She'll never be able to find out whether she does serve a higher purpose. What happened today might happen again and again and again and again. She's gonna find herself torn apart and put back together. Still, she regrets not that she's chosen this path where her belief is so naive. Much like how Millie is excited to show her father her drawings and how she desires to find out what happens next in the manga series. I'll be right back. Upon answering, Orpheus Isla turns around and goes back the way they came. Thank God you're still around. Did you forget something? Yes, I did. It's very important. My name is Isla, and I'm from Babylonia's WGAA. Can I borrow your manga? It'd be really helpful when I draw a sequel. It takes a few moments for Isla's words to sink in. Really? Are you really gonna do that for me? Yep. Here. It's pinky swear. I can't draw right now, but I'll get to it when I'm back. The girls are gonna beat the bad guys, become great friends, and save the world together. Oops, forgot to remind you of a spoiler alert there. But hey, who knows what's gonna happen, right? So stay tuned. But I probably won't even be around when you're done. It's fine. I'll come find you. I'll go through all the conservation areas there are until I find you. She realizes it's probably not a promise she'll be able to keep. Still, it's not a promise she regrets making. And when I do, I'll give you your manga back. Along with the new one I'll draw for you. I promise. What the fuck is this? Is this supposed to be like French? Or is it a different language? I don't know. I'm just drawing. I never took the time to actually learn French. Oh god, we're back with this shit again. How many times? Okay, good. I was about to say, it's like, please don't tell me he's gonna make all the text like blank again. I already had that happen, and well, it happened only a bit with Spiral of Chronos. I think it was also a bit of No One's thing too. I think I honestly don't remember, but yeah, hopefully don't have that happen. This is before his table. Starting to project a virtual screen that shows the encrypted message. Come on in. Good morning, sir. What are you looking at? Naomi, I've been trying to crack this email that arrived in my inbox for the past few days. I would just ask one of those guys from the Science Council to do that. Unless, of course, you happen to know a thing or two about cryptography yourself, sir. I'm not completely unfamiliar with it. It's more fun when you do it yourself. It could be a message from the future, or some extraterrestrial being. Maybe it'll point us towards treasures some Golden Age art master left behind. Or it might just be a practical joke. But I guess that's right up your alley now. Well, how can I help you today? You guys working hard or hardly working? People can't wait to see the exhibits and performances again. I asked our new hires to take care of those, though. I'm actually here to speak with you about Isla today. I have Kaleido's details here. With Science Council's approval and my compatibility taken care of, Kaleido's good to go, theoretically speaking. Doing better than what I was hoping to see. This is WGAA's hope for the next few decades. Hope it's going to shine like a newborn star. How's everything coming along with Iris Warbler, by the way? They're still trying to finalize their member list. CC made a few extra steps to the procedure because people are getting sent all over the place these days. But Isla is most likely going to be the captain of the team. It's no easy feat, but Kaleido made it in time, huh? With all due respect, sir, but I fail to see why you're putting together a team with such a similar style when Isla's already doing so well on the archaeological team. Well, essentially, it's because she came to me for a request for a new frame. After the battle ahead of her space station, she'd done everything she could, only that she was lacking on the most fundamental level. And looking back now, I guess the idea of forming a new team had been sitting in the back of my mind as far back as when she took over Selena's place and came here. The archaeological team is good for her, but I want to give both Isla and the WGAA a new stage in which to shine. The task force is a complicated place, and it's got all sorts of different thoughts and credos. The military itself is worse, and I'm sure there are people out there who just can't wait to say a thing or two about this new team. Still, it's only when she's in a spot like this she gets to cross paths with people she otherwise wouldn't have. Form something that's greater than the sum of its parts. Now, I know she's going to struggle, but I trust that she has it in her to shine through. I've seen promising qualities in Isla's dear friend, and not a day has gone by that I have not regretted failing to make those great qualities count as the chairman. Mankind is seeing a future for the first time in God only knows how long, which is why I want to make a bet. With Iris Warbler as my chips. It's not without risk, of course, and we might end up with nothing. But it'll be a step into the future. Okay. Doesn't seem anything too dubious, but again, it's like, how would that help? Seeker from Task Force reporting for duty at BST 9 sharp. How are you doing, sir? Thank you for coming out at this hour, Commandant. How is everything coming along with the team you've been leading? They've been released from the team, sir. Jessica and Randolph have been sent to Red Scorpion to fill the vacancies of their lost members. As for George, he joined Pelican and is now out on a surface mission. And I myself, currently at standby at Babylonia waiting for CC to notify me of my new assignment. Sika sounds understandably upset, because the commandants having their team dissolved and reassigned is not unlike having the command center directly criticize them for their lack of leadership. Making headway there, I see. They have my best wishes wherever they go, of course. Sir, I understand I'm just getting my feet wet and I'm still a far cry from some of the best commandants we have here. But still, I saw potential in Appa today. And all I needed was just a bit more time to... It was an appropriate decision that came out of the staff's evaluation regarding team performances. Randolph, Jessica, and George are obviously excellent constructs with respectable experiences under their belt. But as a whole, the squad left much to be desired as an elite battle squad. Which is why assigning them to teams in desperate need of new members was the most logical course of action to take. Every soldier needs to shine with their best potential. Making that possible for them is the primary principle on which we base our assignment decisions. Yes, sir. I understand. I have nothing but my own lack of leadership to blame. Failing to bring out the best of my team in the battles we've been through. But I've learned a great deal from Vanessa ever since. With that, I'm ready to redeem myself. Come next battle, I'm certain that I'll be able to... Sika. You see Xanthos as your goal, don't you? Well, I kept a close watch on your academic performance as a tactical instructor for your class. And despite all the objections the higher-ups at FOS had about your qualifications as the chief of your class, I, for one, didn't find anything out of place about it. Both Grey Ravens and Strikehawks commandants graduated as chiefs of their classes, and both their own squads went on to become legends people know them as today. Right. True. I keep forgetting it's like, Chrome was initially just a regular commandant, then he became a construct. It keeps slipping my mind for some reason. Everyone has such high hopes for you. It hopes to see you shine as the next legend because you're the first chief from FOS to have applied to Task Force, after the two of them who graduated at the top of their class. Some from the Parliament want to vouch for you, thinking that you, a rookie, would be able to do things in a way that they deem appropriate. Something they can't ask of the wild horse that's Xanthos. Yeah, I mean, it's fair. But in the end, isn't that just, like, basically always just being under their control? I mean, I would have been able to do half the shit I did if I always just listened to protocol. I mean, it's not like I'm saying that you should ignore it, but I mean, you have to think that it's like, when the chips are down, he's been able to pull it off. Sorry, need to drink a bit more water. At the same time, they also hoped your existence would serve to encourage the younger generation at Babylonia. Because not only would it mean a bigger reserve for the military, but also more votes for themselves. Hence your immediate assignment to Aberdeen right after graduation. But with great expectations, of course, comes massive responsibility. Be it Chrome or Xanthos, they didn't get to where they are today because they're chiefs. Except people tend to believe this is a causal relationship, because of all they've achieved. Let me be straight here. You won't become the second Chrome or the second Xanthos. From what I see in your talent, potential, and performance, it seems highly unlikely for that to happen. It's not to say that you'll not excel as a commandant. You have a strong mind beacon and managed to stay uninfected when the Hetero Tower came up, which is extraordinary. Except you split up from your team at the battle from the get-go, when you could have fought much more effectively had you stayed with them. Fair, I guess. Yeah, because, she was able to resist it almost the same amount of time as I had, so it is kind of surprising how it's like she ended up with us when it's like, yeah, she probably could have helped lighten the burden a bit more if she had a bit more experience of working that kind of situation under her belt. So there is that, and given their performance over the past half year, we just didn't think it made any sense for us to continue holding such a high bar over your team. I wouldn't say you're to blame though, because the chemistry between commandants and their team members does play a big role in the team's performance too. Nonetheless, the job of a commander is to bring out the best in the team. FOS might have taught us a lot of theories, but knowledge remains nothing more than knowledge if the commander cannot effectively formulate a strategy in accordance with the ever-changing battlefield, and vice versa, of course. Is this you speaking based on the staff's principles, sir? I've been part of the staff for far too long to say my logic is free of their influence. But everything I said just now, I didn't say it as chief of staff, but as one of your teachers from FOS, if you will. You'll not figure out what you really want going down the path walked by someone else. Yes, of course, sir. I'll keep everything you said in mind. I know I can be a little naggy sometimes, but old habits die hard, huh? Anyhow, that's that. Let's get down to why we're here today. We're here today to talk about your assignment to your next team. As far as reassignment goes, you'd normally expect a notice of reassignment to be sent your way from CC, since the team you'll be assigned to is still under review, and decisions regarding its members are only tentative. Now, having taken everything into account, I believe you make a good fit for the team's commandant. And I'd also believe you'd have a great deal to learn from the team's captain, given your proximity and age. I beg your pardon? Well, I guess I'll let the person in charge take the floor from here. It sure has been quite a while, Wells. I don't believe I've had the pleasure. My name is Alan, and I'm WGAA's chairman and I of Warblers Organizing. It's a pleasure to meet you, Sika. I see. Again, two people with at least potential. I guess it would make sense since Isla is really trying to take the helm here. Sitting up in the medical bond, the consulate turns to look at the white-haired woman who's now wearing a somewhat disturbing smile. We're done with your routine treatments, Orichalcum. Guess this is the last time I'll be seeing you here. And I was hoping you'd call me Trojan at least once. Oh, right, yeah, this is the construct that works with the older brother at the Norman Mining Corps, right? And I was hoping you spit out something smarter from that mouth of yours, Orichalcum. But I guess your mind is probably too damaged. Come on, I just thought we'd be on the first name terms by now. Your mind is 26.13% permanently damaged. Considering the limitations of your frame, there's no way we can bring this number down any further. It's a miracle you're still alive at all with such severe damage. And the frame's infection from punishing has affected its stability and damaged your memory from that period. Unless we get you a new frame. It's not without risk, of course. But I just want to see if we can run a little interesting experiment on you. Well, even if I can't recall what happened, they probably got backup copies of Babylonia anyway. Although I'm sure they're all classified at this point. Like I care. The only reason I helped you fix your mind is because I was part of the team that developed Orichalcum. You were part of the first batch of military constructs, but I've been able to get some very useful data off of you nonetheless. And that's a shame. Seeing Vesalius' rejection coming even before she made a request, Trojan shrugs to another wry smile. You're only hampering your progress as a consequence if you don't let go of your past. Though that's something you'd have known by now after spending all this time with Kurino. Well, I guess I'm just not quite there yet. Permanent damage at 26.13%. Let's pretend for a second that my Inver device and mind beacon granted me permanent immunity to infection. Are you sure I'm still any good to you people? When I have a much lower synchronization rate and can't find as effectively as I was able to before? Look, if you weren't, you would have found yourself torn apart and dumped away at the recycling station now. Just saying, you know. Board the super CPF we have now. I'm sure Task Force is gonna have a much easier time doing what they do. I don't suppose the elite squad wants to take an old bag with a negative track record. Unless, of course, Kurino's trying to sell me off to my old boss for cheap. You're not going to tell me you miss your days back at Norman Mining Corps now, are you? I'd be happy to keep you around as a guinea pig, though. But that's not my decision to make. See, they are trying to... Actually, forget it. I'm not getting myself involved in this. By the way, what would happen to... Would you happen to be interested in art?
On Earth are under area ruins within the zone of influence of the Inverhedra Tower. A split second later, the bomb in the arrowhead explodes with an ear-splitting bang. The construct dodges sideways just to avoid the explosion, before turning backward to shoot an arrow as pursuer. Oh, this is a Teasel, right? Just by the sound of muffled explosion from afar, the construct notes that his attack's been dodged too. Though it's only a matter of time before his pursuer catches up again. It's the depths of the room.
Give me a break already. Guess Babylonia really enjoys hunting down defectors. Huh. Did I give myself away back when I did that thing I didn't have to? Never thought I'd get to experience such a private treat.
The concept from Babylonia has been trying to hunt Teasel down for the past few months. She's not for the purifying force, but given her persistence, Teasel could almost be sure that she'll be back for him again, even if he shakes her off.
Guess I won't be dealing with this now that I stuck together with the Ascendants. But freedom is too steep a price to pay in exchange for shelter. I'd rather stick you together. Then I could get rid of you all at once.
Teasel dodges out of the way before a metallic arrow hit him. Oh, this is a Elisa, right? The shot was deadly, so much so that had the arrow hit Teasel, it would have gone straight through his armor and killed him, if he had not been infected by punishing. Oh, my bad. Didn't show it. But never mind. Says a female contact with light purple hair, she walks out from behind a wall. String of her bow at full draw, she's ready to send the arrow flying straight to Teasel. So much as dare move her finger.
That bow you're holding there. You're not gonna blame the weapon for your own skill issue, are you? Well, I was just wondering, you know, if I find a woman with the same kind of hairstyle and color as yours despicable. And do me a favor and stop calling me Teasel. It's not the name I go by anymore. You think I came all the way here to chit-chat? Tell me where the other defectors are, and I just might spare your life for you to make an appearance at the court-martial. So you think they're gonna give me an open and fair trial for what I've done if they catch me? No, they aren't. Because they die to get their hands on a transcendent they can use as a puppet. Coming from Strikehawk is an exception, but I, Teasel from Egrid, won't be so lucky. They're just gonna lock me up in some ground headquarters and cut me up piece by piece day and night for their research. Is that what you want from me? That's a bunch of nonsense, you perfected... Pathetic. What makes you think you're one to talk when you don't even know you're being toyed around? What are you...
Oh, right. Forgot. You did this shit before. Roland was capable of it. When it comes to
finishes his sentence, Teaser activates the electromagnetic trap he set up beforehand. Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you. You seem to be in an interesting position yourself. And it'd be a shame to kill someone who has the potential to pass the filtering. What are you talking about? There's no point in being here any longer. So, we're going to have a talk with our Mr. Rookie first. Farewell. Let's hope we get to work together next time we see each other. You never know. Kazak watches Teaser leave, unable to stop him. But Rookie. Work together. Cut the crap. Her body numb, she's on the ground gasping for air. She rubs her head, waiting for her mind to fully recover from the paralysis. He got away again. She thought she could catch at least one defective within the period Commander Nicola had set. Then the intel from the Purifying Force is all wasted. She's not originally a member of the Purifying Force. It's only because of her obsession with the defectives that compelled her to take this mission off the hands of the busy Purifying Force. Her legs are still numb. She gives up on trying to stand and lies down on the ground instead. The aquamarine infrared tower reflects on the horizon. The huge tower is like a mirage, silently looming over all the ground. No matter how many times she looks up at it, she can still not believe this miracle that had happened in reality. Ray Raven. At this timing. New squad transfer notice. Warning. You continue to ignore this transfer arrangement. Command Center will deploy the Purifying Forces to extract you back to Babylonia. Military disciplinary actions will be taken. Squad? What a farce. Whatever. The only thing she could do right now is obey. She smiles bitterly with a tinge of helplessness as she continues to scroll through the message. You were to be transferred to Iris Warbler. Ah, not great. We're back to this shit again. Well, I'm not surprised. Oh, okay. That's enough for today, Xanthos. Following the girl's voice, your conscience passed through a long corridor of darkness back to reality. I'll analyze the whale song we collected today together with Leone later. As usual, I'll send you the results afterward. Thanks, Silo. I'm the one who should be thanking you. A time where Hamlet was already a close call. On top of that, you've only just recovered. I want to help you, Isla. Damn, I'm gonna have to do this shit again. Seriously, I never understand why this happens sometimes. After using Caprizio and Hamlet to verify the possibility of a remote connection, you would often visit them to help Isla search for the whale song signals on Earth. It's not an easy process, although you are the best choice of performing a remote connection with Selena. You were only able to do so back then thanks to the help of Hamlet. It's not an easy feat to replicate. Even when you're able to establish a temporary and unstable remote connection, most you can capture enigmatic noises. It's not much that's actually useful. Moreover, you're commanded the task force. You can't visit WGAA every day. At the very least, you have to spend more time in the Star of Life than there. Has progress been slow lately? Rather than slow, I'd say no progress at all. The area we can locate relying on whale songs is limited. Even if we use the technology of the Science Council, we cannot increase the accuracy of it. And the whale songs are usually delayed. There's around a month's gap between the emission of the song and its capture and analysis. By the time the results are available, it's often too late to conduct surface searches. At least I've tried over a dozen times and I never succeeded. Possible I'd like to send a message back to Selena from Babylonia, but it's never worked for some reason. Looks like there's still a long way to go. I sometimes wonder, Why is she even wandering on Earth? Why couldn't she just stop for a while and let me catch up? Has she already forgotten me? Forgotten everything we've been through?
Isla.
Truthfully speaking, we cannot improve the accuracy of the positioning system. The chances of actually finding Selena are close to zero. My friends at the WGA never said it out loud, but I'm pretty sure they tried to convince me to give up. To be honest, I'm not doing this under the impression that I'll definitely be able to find her. The data doesn't lie. I can't just ignore that and be 100% confident in what I'm doing. But even after so long, I still don't want to give up.
Yeah, I mean, she was the closest person to her, so no reason to stop.
No matter how she is now, no matter how different she is from the Selena in my memories, no matter why she's wandering on Earth, I just want her to know there's a place she can always come home to here. All I have now is not even a wish, but merely an obsession. You won't be wrong to call me stubborn.
Me too, Isla.
Also, if we do find her, I'll have to let her know all the hardships she put us through. I won't shut up about it for 3 months. No, at least half a year.
Smiles fondly.
By the way,
Seems to have recalled something. Still sitting in the connection pod when she moves closer.
no fever or anything. Looks like you're right as rain. Your vitals are shown on the screen, but I just want to confirm myself.
I'm used to it.
That's the most worrying part.
You're not helplessly this persistent attitude. Remove the electrodes on your chest and take out the remote connection device you stand in front of the connection pod. Your gaze wanders. The huge theatrical set of Hamlets connecting the connection pod you were just in. Suppose he thinks that the data harvested from Hamlet last time that you're able to help her. And then Leone from the group performs some technical upgrades to Hamlet, allowing it to capture whale song signals on the surface more easily, visualize the information. It's a shame that you can only see its messages. Due to remote connection research as a human consciousness protection mechanism of Hamlet, you would have forgotten most of the messages by the time you return to reality. So if you had a dream but you cannot recall anything from it, your memory slip away through your fingers like sand. Every time you recover from this state of immersion, it will leave you feeling helpless for quite some time. This has been her life for the past few years since Selena disappeared. No one knows how long it will still go on for. Because beyond the tiny threads of hope, she frankly searches for hints for her dear friend. She must have experienced countless failures, disappointments, and moments of helplessness. Even so, she has yet to despair. Being able to smile every day will sustain the obsession. Where does motivation come from? Right. Isla, what's up with this frame? The frame she's using today is not her usual brilliance frame. Compared to it, it's more refined. It also looks more like the combat frames used by the task force. Some bits of extravagance to its design. It's clear that Isla had a hand in designing this frame.
Oh, you mean Kaleido? You just passed the consciousness adaptation test. I'm just testing it out and calibrating it as I go.
It feels quite different from your previous frame.
Of course. This would be in reference to task force construct data. Kaleido's more focused on the combat aspect. Although it's nothing compared to the specialized frames Lucy and the others have, it is the work of the most talented designer of the WGAA, so that counts for something. Leone even bragged about it in front of Asimov when I went to do the conscious adaptation test at the Science Council. It's just that I might have been able to help you with the header return where this frame had been finished earlier.
It's the thought that counts. Why a combat-focused frame?
So that I can battle, of course.
Just a few punches in the air to demonstrate.
Well, I guess I just want to be prepared just in case. Billings is a good frame, but I feel it lacks in some departments if I'm to officially carry out missions on Earth.
You joining the task force?
I guess you could say that. More precisely, it's a new squad founded with the help of the WGAA. On paper, it belongs to the task force.
A new squad?
Oh, you don't know, Commandant? Let me tell you more. In the past, the archaeological missions of the WGAA were carried out by teams with members from both the task force and the archaeological team. As the constructs from the A-team were not made for combat, they required the protection of the task force.
Right.
It's always been like this, until Selena disappeared. The chairman's been trying to remedy the situation ever since. He's been thinking if we can form a specialist squad with a commander like the task force does for more dangerous missions, maybe we can lower the chance of these incidents from happening. And recently, probably due to the successful reversal of the Hetero Tower, his idea is becoming a reality. After all, the group is also responsible for retrieving scientific technology from the Golden Age. The increase of search area, these kinds of missions are rising in importance. And the chairman even agreed for a bunch of extra conditions, such as paying for all the expenses of running a team, deepening our cooperation with the Science Council.
Well, I mean, that is fair, and it would make it more efficient to actually have more constructs who are combat capable in that case. Because again, then it's not like they're holding themselves back to only protect someone. They create more opportunities.
Anyway, they finalized the squad and I'll of course be a part of it as a representative. Need to show some support, am I right?
So your new frame was developed specifically for that?
To be precise, I've been wanting a new frame ever since that space station mission. Incident made me understand that intentions alone aren't enough to achieve something. And in a pinch, even artists have to pick up a sword rather than a brush. They've all done it. Bennett, Vereshchagin, and even Vlaminit.
That's our own chest with confidence. Luke Chase is already prepared for the future. I admit that there are times that you envy Atla's optimistic personality. Do I know the other members?
Maybe you'll have heard of the Commandant. You know what? I can introduce you to them later if you want to meet them, Commandant.
Ah, shit, got a call.
Commandant, it's almost time. Survey mission in Area B around the Hetero Tower starts tomorrow. I haven't seen you around all morning. Where have you been? Liv and I can come escort you to the war room if you need to.
Nah, I'll be right there.
I guess they don't call you the Ace of Babylonia for nothing, Commandant. You're always so busy.
It used to be worse.
Well then, we'll have to leave the introductions till next time. I'd love if you bring them over to Grey Raven's lounge. But I would have expected you to let your teammates know your plans. Why didn't you?
And they don't need to know.
I just don't want to worry them.
Didn't have your schedule on purpose, but ever since you last got discharged from the hospital, the members of Grey Raven, especially Liv, have been circling monitoring your health situation. If you're pulling an all-nighter, would be met with a cold shoulder. To live that you've been going to the WGAA and performing special remote connections. Shut out the thought. I'll see you later, Nyla.
I guess the next time we meet is after the mission.
Yep.
Oh, wait a second, Commandant.
Yeah? Got to leave when Nyla runs over to you. Extends her arms and pulls you to a hug. What's wrong? She should hit you together with this ambush of hers. She doesn't pay it any mind, you saw the embarrassed expression.
Alright, that should do it.
What?
I just want to express my gratitude to you, Commandant. And I guess to encourage myself. No need to mind it. You're gonna be late if you don't get going soon.
Ah, shit. Yeah, otherwise they're gonna kill me.
Pass by a young woman in the corridor. She looks familiar, but since you're running out of time, you have no choice but to rush past her. Was that? Last time we met, I was quite nervous back then. I must have left a bad impression. Why the long face?
Sound by the low voice next to her ears, you could turn to find a female constacle with short purple hair and blue, or short purple and blue hair. See next to her.
You are? Trojan, mine number BPO44. If I'm not mistaken, you're my new commandant, right? Trojan! Hello, I'm Sika. I'll be temporarily taking on the role of Iris Warbler Commandant. Is that so? Polite and young. A bit too young, in my opinion. I was handed to WGAA to find a captain. That's why you're here as well, isn't it? Yes, that's right. Are you not going to say hi to that commandant? Seemed like you wanted to. No, now's not the time. We should meet up with Phyla. Let's go, Trojan.
Like, seriously, just so much damn story. You know what? I'm gonna do a battle. Fuck it. I keep taking too long with this.
Let's
see. What do I want? Oh yeah, these should be unlocked, at least here. Let's see, which challenge do I still have to do? I don't even remember. No, it's not this. Okay, not this either. Well, I didn't even know. I keep forgetting that I'm supposed to be doing this too on the side, but I just keep fucking forgetting. But I might as well take it. Let's see, let me go collect my other stuff. Oh boy, this is a lot of information. Okay, let's see here. Take these. And then this. Alright, claim this. Let me get some more special supplies. What do we got? Oh, okay, perfect. I can still get one more of this. Oh, and I'll get the trade vouchers. But now I'm gonna have to save up for this one, Prismatic Waves. Alright, let's see if I can do a battle here. Oh, perfect. Let's see. You know what, since we have Isla here anyway, I might as well use my ice team here.
あらゆる責任はどれも枷を意味します。この枷を私のみ背負えるのです。様々な色を掛け合わせて。
There we go. Okay, just to mix things up a bit. Because at this point, I don't know when I'm gonna. Plus, I still need to test out Kaleido anyway. I haven't really used her that much. Oh, god damn it. This time I dodged. There we go.
イマジネーションに共感しな終わりです。
Oh shit.
私の神髄見せて終わりです。私の神髄見せてあげる。キャンバス準備完了。ドローイングタイム。終わりです。
後ろは僕に任せて。
ドローイン、この色で未来を塗り替える。
Oh my god.
書き間違っちゃった。
Shit.
イマジネーション。
後ろは僕に任せて。 インスピレスキャンバス準備完了。
Okay.
私たちの物語
Still gotta
は
work around it,
始まった
but
ばかり
not
よ。
too bad, I guess. Alright, let me see if I can find any other areas that I can fight in. Just so I can make myself a bit more useful. Damn, has every place already had their attacks complete? Damn. I'm trying to do something too. Oh my god, yeah, they have like the entire space for that. Holy shit. Okay, I guess we have support missions. What about this? Nope. Damn, is there actually nothing left right now? Shit. Alright, I guess I'll just save it. Boss challenge, right. You know what, I actually will just do this for my IC. We'll see how I can do the level 4.
あらゆる責任
Especially since I want
は
to
ど
test
れ
my
も
warm
枷を
sheet.
意味します。この枷を私のみ背負えるのです。
So you know what, I'll actually change this up and make the one sheet the main attacker this time. Because I had practice with him a bit off stream, but I want to...
隊長になったらいろんなことに配慮しないといけないよね。だよ。
Alright, time to really get a test on this.
この決断だけは
Because to be fair, this boss has been
誰にも
tough.
邪魔させない。
I won't say that it's been easy being here, fuck no. But now to try with what's possibly the team I'm least familiar with. The Ice Team. Nope. Bitch. Nope. Ah, damn it, I missed.
いける。
Damn it, I'm missing the timing of my dodges. I'm gonna have to restart that. I did shit. Those dodges could be way better. Okay. There we go. Oh shit.
またいける。
There. What? Nope. Got
逆
it.
転状況。逃げも隠れもさせないよ。
Wait, what the fuck did I just see? 517?
どけ。またか。
Nope. Ah, shit.
通さない。どけ。
Oh, shit.
これが僕の選択だ。
Ah, shit, I actually cheated the wrong person.
優柔不断。
Oh, shit.
通さない。
Nope.
哀れ
Gonna
さ
have to this time.
どけ。
Okay, not too bad. Oh, shit.
哀れで無駄なあがきよ。生児の輪廻よ。冠をまとえ。
Come on, come on, come on.
生児競争。安寧の時だ。
Okay, okay,
Muda-da.
not doing too bad. Oh, shit.
最後の情け。裁きの時だ。
Nope. Ooh.
最後さあ、永遠へと歩みなさい。まだわから
Alright,
な
I'm
いのか。
countering. Not too bad.
我々の未来に人間は不要。
Oh no. What is this? I don't remember finding this. Oh no, she's using Excalibur Morgan! No! Oh no, okay, never mind. I remember this move.
幾千の道筋歩むのは
人間は終わりだ。
弱点見つけたよ。
Nope.
無意味な
Yes.
慈悲。
Right, counter.
また手加減をしているの
No, 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 no. Oh shit.
い
Oh
ける
shit. Alright, here
逃
we
げ
go.
も隠れもさせないよ。
Yes.
ではこっちの番だ。
Oh shit. Nope.
まだいける。これが
天才的なタッチ。
Nope.
把握できてるかな。
人間は終わりだ。
Oh shit.
未来を譲らない。無意味な慈
Oh shit.
悲。また手
Now
加
another
減
time
を
for
し
you.
ているのか。
Help me, help me, help me, help me.
まだいける。
Oh my god.
シューターも天才的なタッチ。
Alright, let's do that. Oh shit.
生死の輪廻よ。冠をまとえ。
Ah
生
shit.
死
It's
競
the
争
wrong button.
安
Trying
寧
to
の
get
時。
wise to that. Nope. Ah.
ではこっちの番だ。
My lady Q may not be the best, and she's got. Oh shit. Fine!
最後の天才的なタッチ。
Nope. 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 I've already dealt with too many enemies who try this
後
move
ろは
on me.
僕に
It wouldn't be the first. That's gonna be the last. Either.
審判を
Oh shit. Yeah, just counter. I don't have to hit all the moves. Ooh!
無駄だ。
Fancy, like.
さあ
Love to see.
天才的。生死の輪廻よ。冠をまとえ。
Nope.
生死競争安寧の時。どれだけ止められても。さあ永遠へと歩みなさい。我々の時代を切り開く。
Oh shit, she hit the line. Oh, it retracts back too?
哀れで無駄で生死の輪廻よ。冠をまとえ。偽りの天国を撃ち落とす。
Alright, 150, 150.
幾千の道筋これが僕の
無意味な慈悲。
Ah, shit.
また手加減をしているのか。
No, 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 no. Nope.
これが僕の選択で
天才的なタッチ。人間は終わりだ。
Yes.
天才的な。
逃げも隠れも
Bitch.
させないよ。
Ooh. I did 13.
ではこっちの番だ。
Nope.
状況を把握できてるかな。
Nope. 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 Ah, damn, I missed.
まだいける。
Nope. Do it again. Yeah, fuck
状
your
況を
shit.
把握
無意味な慈悲。また手加減をしているのか。
Oh my god! Stop it!
キュウリ最後のな。
後ろは僕に任せて。
Oh my god, she's just continuing the onslaught.
冠をまとえ。
Getting buried,
生死競
bro.
争安寧の時。
Come on. Nope, I'm counter.
ではこっちの番だ。
Don't mess with me. Never mind, you can mess with me.
さあ
後ろは僕に任せて。
Nope. Ah shit, I fucked up. Nope. Nope.
幾千の道筋これが僕。
Nope.
逃げも
Use this
隠
quickly.
れも
Well, use this fan
させな
animation.
いよ。
Yes. Nope.
人間は終わりだ。
Yes. Got it.
無意味な慈悲。
Oh, come on.
また手加減をしているのか。
Good. Good QTE there.
これが僕。
天才的なタッチ。
Nope.
逃げも隠れもさせないよ。
glad it keeps me in this position. I don't just get thrown off. Oh my god. Oh shit. Yes, I live! I'm living! No! She avoided my ult! I'm pissed! No, I'm gonna avoid it too. Visibility frames. Wait, what even is happening? Is this a clear Yes! I said that was a drama. I don't think I got 3 stars, but I'll take 2 at least. Let's see. Oh, I got 3! Oh, I did! Awesome! Yo, let's go. Maybe if I feel like it at the end of the stream, I'll do 1 more. But let's fucking go. Okay, I was cooking there. Gotta say, watching. I am honestly really surprised that he stayed in. Like, I know he's a tank, but god damn. I did not think the positioning was that well. I thought it was like, oh, maybe they couldn't only like pass the force field, or if they were already in like the range where it's like it wouldn't have blocked anything, that it would have like pushed me off, kind of like how it would for like the entropy. But nah, it still worked fine. Maybe I actually will take down the last stage just to see if I'm capable of it with the team I got. But alright, that's enough fooling around. But I mean, to be fair, it's like, look at this, I'm only 4%! This is gonna take fucking forever! Look at this, it's 63 parts! How many was the last one? 35. Great. I do not have a good feeling about this. I'm gonna lose my voice over this thing. Fuck. This is probably gonna take like 4, 5 streams. And that's if I like space out to like the minimum 3 hours or 3.5. Oh boy, okay. Let's see where this gets me. A few days later, 2 new faces now occupy the studio. Commander Zika and Trojan were now part of the newly formed Iris Warbler. We're undergoing emergency art training with the help of Captain Isla. I never thought I'd be holding a paintbrush of all things. It's like some activity at a retirement home. Learning new skills with young volunteers. I don't know what to feel. Oh, come now, Trojan. There were a few artists who only started painting in their autumn of life. Back in autumn. I mean, back in the Golden Age. No, that doesn't undermine their achievements. Trojan's sketchbook is filled with messy lines. It also does not seem like her drawing skills have improved the past few days. But I'll still insist that she has potential. It's a good pastime, I guess. For things like authenticating antiques are popular entertainment back in the Golden Age. Over than painting, Isla was taking them to the archive, where artwork and artifacts from the Golden Age were stored. I think I now understand why the old folks back then left a bit on these antiquity market. Oh, I've read about that. I heard that Chairman Allen used to be really good at that when he was young. Too good, in fact, that he was banned from a few of those shops. I'm glad you two are enjoying these activities. The squad is a bit unique compared to other squads, so these are essential skills. They'll just be like, hey Yuki, what's going on? I saw you did a stream today. How'd that go? Sorry I couldn't check it at the time. I actually had to get ready for class and I wasn't able to check it out. I will make sure to at least hop in on the next one, I promise. I know I keep making up this excuse, but it's like, at least now I'll be on my spring break next week, so it should be good if you're doing it at that time. But again, not gonna force you, it is what it is. The establishment of Ice Wobbler seems to be linked to the surface reconstruction plans. I've asked the senior constructs on the archaeological team. They seem determined to protection value things as part of their missions. I doesn't think this is necessary training for us, which is why I requested it. She just sees a Pika Sika sketch, even though the 2 of them started learning from Isla at the same time. It is obvious that Sika's improved far more than her. Very sensitive to the line, Sika. You done this before? The FOS taught us the basics in drawing since we need to draw things like missile trajectories and defense deployment diagrams. Oh right, since we're here, may I ask you to demonstrate for us, Isla? I really want to see how someone from the WGAA like you usually creates. I heard that you're quite the famous artist. I'm also curious as to how a painting could be sold for more than 1 million black cards in Babylonia. Well, I had to keep myself alive somehow. To tell the truth, I also don't wish for my paintings to be sold at such high prices. I don't really understand what goes on in those collectors' minds. But I need new brushes, and the WJA needed funds for its operation. So I guess I was doing my part as a member. It's very realistic. Well, I guess we could end today's lesson like this.
She really shifts into work mode as she puts on her beret. Taking out all of the necessary drawing tools from the toolbox, Alice starts creating her masterpiece based on the items Zika has been sketching. She drafts simply in pencil and blends her colors. With her palette in one hand and paintbrush in the other, she blends the monochromatic lines or colors of the rainbow.
A bit is here, some there. That looks about right.
Paintbrush dances across the paper, leaving trails of the spectrum on it. Blink of an eye, a lifelike painting is born out of overlapping of colors in this little square of white. Seeing as Zika and children were captivated by her creation process, Alice starts to explain.
The shapes, colors, and lighting, those are the basic components of drawing. It's exactly these details which have caused famous painters to dedicate their whole lives to art. Although that's the principle of things, it doesn't mean you'll create a masterpiece by just drawing the most accurate shapes, blending the most precise tones, and analyzing the most scientific lighting. Critics love to theoretically analyze the different layouts and the usage of colors by painters. But when a painter sits in front of their canvas and picks up their brush, techniques are definitely not what makes the painting. It may be cliche, but the most important thing that makes a good painting is probably the creator's thoughts. What they want to show, convey, and achieve. Painters are motivated to pick up the brush again and again by these desires. It isn't just paint for painting, music, drama, literature, and dancing. I think it applies to other areas of art as well. Alright, don't think of all I said as something deep though. What do you mean? Even in Babylonia, learning art is considered as a luxury by many. Quite a few people have voiced their displeasure, saying that the WJA is wasting the government's money doing useless research. After all, art and music can't defeat the corrupt and ascendants. But art does not exist to be a castle in the air. It shouldn't be worshipped by the people, but rather should be a part of life, something within reach. Even when war rages on, art should not be a luxury limited only to the lucky few. I want everyone to know that creating art is not some mysterious magic. What you two were doing just now is also a kind of creation. I think that is one of the purposes of its existence. A lot of members are working hard toward this goal.
With that, I'd like to paint her last work in the spontaneous piece. Yuki, how are you? I'm doing fine, thank you for asking. I'm a bit tired, but that's only like physically. Just because of the exercise I had to do today. But aside from that, I'm doing pretty well. How about you, Yuki?
Purpose and goal, huh? No need to overcomplicate things. At the end of the day, I just like to paint. And if others are interested in what I like to do, then I'm happy. Looks like you're getting along well. Oh, I'm sorry for not noticing you sooner, Chairman Allen. This isn't the Army, Zika. No need to be so formal. The chairman of the WGAA. My name's Trojan. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'd like to thank you for including me in the potential members list of the new squad. I wasn't the only one responsible for picking out members. It was decided with regard to opinions from various places. It's my honor to have a veteran consort such as yourself join the team. Is that what Facilius told you? But compared to other places, I guess this is more suitable for me at the moment. Oh, I hope everyone feels like that. Was there an emergency, Chairman? It's a bit complicated. I'll explain in detail afterward. But simply put, you three are about to go on your first mission as a team.
How is it? Can you give me a more detailed analysis report? No.
Due to an unknown electromagnetic signal disruption, we won't be able to obtain more precise information if we don't deploy the task force to survey the area. Signal disruption. Can you find the source? Also, have there been any attempts in communication? We tried sending commonly encrypted radio waves. We yet to receive a response. According to high-definition photos taken by our drone, this area doesn't display human activity. On the contrary, though little in amount, we detected mechanoid activity in the city. Corrupted mechanoids? Impossible. This area is still under the influence of the Hetero Tower. Even if there was punishing virus there before, the concentration of the virus should have dropped to a safe level now. Wells, what's wrong? What's the current situation with the abnormal signals the satellites detected before? One can only assume right now we found a survey report for the task force on the front line. We're still trying to decrypt the signal, but one thing we can be sure of is that this encryption method isn't used by any known force on the surface. Nor is it something from the Golden Age. Could it be the Ascendants? They can't control the virus, so it's not unusual for them to operate in low viral intensity zones. That is a possibility, but they didn't appear in the Hetero Tower battle before. What would they be trying to achieve by sending us a signal from somewhere like that at this time? Yeah, true, because considering how much they anticipated it, why not go for it? No matter who it is, the fact that we can't decrypt this means that we shouldn't let our guard down. And from what we can see in the videos taken by the drones, we need to immediately deploy the task force to investigate this area. Where's Commander Nicola? We think that this kind of mission should be carried out by elite squads like Cerberus or Caribou. Grave and Strikehawk can also be considered. We don't need confidentiality. Nicola is currently organizing the general survey work surrounding the Hetero Tower, so he doesn't have the time to take care of this. All the squads you just mentioned are already carrying out missions in their respective areas. Considering the casualty rate of the task force in the Hetero Tower battle, a lot of squads are still recovering. To tell you the truth, there aren't that many who are available right now. What about Simon's Dark Ares? It's already past the observation period of Noah and Simon. Or of Noah, and Simon has already recovered from the confusion brought on by the Hetero Tower. Palma and Lillian seem to be doing fine as well. Noah is a bit of a special case. We cannot say for sure that this isn't related to the Descendants. It's best not to send Dark Ares on a mission to the surface. You have a point. In that case, even though this isn't technically their job, maybe the Purifying Force could. No need to stress, Wells. Don't we have a newly formed squad that ticks all the boxes? Are you referring to the one with a member from the WGAA? Iris Warbler is still under probation. His members are just provisional. How is that ticking all the boxes? Is that so? It's a perfect squad in my opinion. Even though Captain Isla is from the WGAA, she has sufficient experience on the surface and aided the task force on numerous occasions. Trojan is a veteran conscript who's been serving Babylonia since the start. While the last one may be inexperienced, Nicola seems to think highly of her. As for the commandant, an FOS chief handpicked by you, even experienced squads pale in comparison to this team setup. You can't be serious, President Hassan. But, most importantly, this was requested by the chairman of the WGAA. Alan, he requested for Iris Warbler to take on the mission? That's right. I think Iris Warbler is the most suitable for this mission. Since they are still under probation, why not test them with the field mission? Furthermore, the location of this mission. You can't deny its relevance to the WGAA. A city from the Golden Age? Reconstruction of the city made using picture data from the drones projected in the middle of the room, as they explain the situation. To be precise, it's an unfinished city. Only its general design and planning was completed back in the Golden Age. It's far from finished for human occupancy. The outbreak of the punishing virus happened not long after the actual construction of the city started, resulting in its abandonment. After that, this area has always been one of the dead zones with a high concentration of PV. Until all of that had been reversed by Hetero Tower. Not long ago, we captured a string of abnormal signals originating from this city, and our drones were able to capture what you just saw while we were trying to decrypt them. Just judged from its appearance, the city is a magnificent piece of work that has different style than the rest of the world. Newly refurbished buildings and roads dot the land, accompanied by a complex yet perfected railway system. Huge upgrades to the conservation areas that humans currently use. More importantly, the city doesn't show any signs of damage from the PV. As if the whole post-pandemic age and Reconquista age were both just fever dreams. It's time forever stopped during the glorious golden age. Looks like a brand new city built recently, but no human forces currently have the resources to do that. You're right. Without the protection of the CPF, it should have become ruins ages ago. And in reality, that is what has become of the surrounding parts of the city. But the most central part of the city still maintains its perfect structure, as if someone was deliberately protecting it. Yet there's no human activity, but there are mechanoids wandering about? A relic from the Golden Age, a complete yet empty city? These 2 points alone are enough to raise suspicion. President Hassan, General Wells, did Eager encounter a mechanoid with unique behavioral patterns on a mission before? Seeker's question is like a key to Pandora's box. The remains of that mechanoid have already been retrieved by Babylonia. His memory shell is currently being studied by the Science Council. According to Asimov, a lot of unusual codes have been found in neural circuit. It's currently unknown if that's the cause for its odd behavior. But the situation of that orphanage does provide a lot to consider. Are you implying that this city has been maintained by an abnormal mechanoid like the orphanage Egret investigated? Commander Vanessa told me the in-depth details of that mission. Though there's a large difference in the scale of things, with the information we currently have, I think we shouldn't rule out this possibility. Nevertheless, we need a squad down there for recon. From what Chairman Allen has been saying, Iris Warbler is the best choice for this mission, as you have links to WGAA. That's right. Retrieving relics from the Golden Age, which were abandoned during the Great Evacuation, has always been the WGAA's responsibility. This city itself signifies the end of the Golden Age. It's the last crystallization of human civilization before the coming of the post-pandemic age. I think a lot of our members at the WGAA who have witnessed firsthand the glorious Golden Age would be interested in it. That was part of our consideration when we first decided to form them. Since that's the case, why don't we examine the necessity of the existence of a squad like Iris Warbler to this mission, Wells? Considering the current situation of the task force, I don't object. And as Chairman Allen has said, the city's relevance to the WJAA is undeniable, so it makes sense for the investigation to be carried out by members. Mila, what do you think of this as a member of the WGAA and captain of Iris Warbler? Alice stares at a 3-dimensional projection in the center of the room. Coordinates displayed next to it. Ala, did you notice something? Though they've not known each other for long, this is the first time Sika sees Ala, who's always smiling and bubbling with positivity, display such serious emotions. The city's coordinates. It's the same as where Selena's whale song signals we found a few days ago originated. A coincidence? Or... I don't think there's a problem, General Wells. And our commander looks like she's eager to go on the mission. Ala winks at Sika. But Sika's still confused by the fleeting expression that graced Ala's face. She replies with a determined gaze. Iris Warbler will take care of this mission. Isla, I wonder what happened. After the meeting, Sika walks with Trojan down the hallways. Isla had left them to see you later and rushed back. Maybe she noticed something and had to confirm it back at the WGAA. Maybe. We should gather more intel before the mission starts. You're the commandant. You get to decide what to do. Hearing that familiar voice, Sika's face turns white as a ghost, as if she had swallowed a whole frog. Good morning, Commander Vanessa. Isn't it about time you stop with the mistop student thing? What? Are you not satisfied with my praise, Miss Top Student?
Vanessa chuckles as she emphasizes pronouncing a nickname.
Or is it that you're keeping your distance from me now that your training period is over? I guess that's to be expected from our new chief. Must look down on a normal commander like me who can only flaunt around her experience. That's not the case at all. I respect you a lot, Commander Vanessa. Vanessa? The Ingrid Commandant? That's right. She's also my senior at FOS. Although she was already graduating by the time I got into the academy. When I first came to the task force after graduating, I trained under her for a while. She's always taken good care of me and taught me a lot. She's a really good senior. Is that so? No, I was just bullying her. I don't agree with that. Those were the times, pushing all the troublesome paperwork onto her, taking it out on her when I'm in a bad mood. It's hard to find such a perfect doormat nowadays. Right. Do you remember when you first came over and were scolded by me for messing up the layout of the mission report? You were hiding in the lounge and secretly crying at night. Wait, there's no need to bring that up. Such a complicated relationship. Alright, enough of the nostalgia, Miss Top Student. I heard the original squad was disbanded. You were sent to the WGAA. Well, it's more like it's only providing assistance and the squad still belongs to the task force. Whatever. It suits well for a nobody like you. Digging up pottery somewhere where there are no enemies. I doubt you'd be of any use on an actual battlefield anyway. If I was your commanding officer, you wouldn't even qualify as cannon fodder. Or all self-proclaimed elites and permanent like you. I'm just speaking the truth. Useless trash should just stay where they belong. I'm not the one thinking that, but the general staff who disbanded your little squad. Listen up. I'm not just targeting you alone. I heard the efficiency of the new commandants this year has decreased by 30%. I guess if someone like you was chief, then the FOS really isn't what it used to be. The Babylonian generation. Huh. I wouldn't be surprised if humanity ends in the hands of your generation. If I was an instructor at FOS, I would never let your unrealistic idealists graduate in the first place. Enough of this. I have more important things to do.
That's the ways the files in her hands. Contains information about a lot of constructs. Seems like she's currently recruiting a new member.
Goodbye, Miss Top Student. I've heard of her before, but actually meeting her in person, that was an experience. It's alright. I'm used to it. Vanessa's like that with everyone. And she's right most of the time, so no one can refute it. At the end of the day, only actions can make someone change their mind. Well, it's good that you're all fired up now. Alright, let's get a move on.
Still story, man? Fuck me. Like, seriously, I've only gone through like almost 4 parts and it's been like 2 hours. They're staying in front of infinite black or backlit mirrors. Each mirror reflects a helpless and confused self. One knows that nothing can be grasped, but one still tries in vain. Like a moth chasing after a flame, never reaching the destination it intends to.
The World Government United Army, the 3rd Artillery Regiment, the Consort Company, including Captain LeBron. A total of 127 fearless warriors. Your sacrifice will be remembered, and we will carry on the road you paved for us, until the day we claim back our homeland. May you rest in peace, humanity's children.
He salutes and gunshots fill the air, stringing her chest times with each gunshot. She got first again? Is she someone like Langston and Xanthos? Those two are both geniuses. Heroes who command elite squads in battle. Look at a nerd who only knows about Xantsby compared to them. Do you know why she's the chief? Because she's from the LeBron family. That famous military family from the Golden Age. The higher-ups want her in the HQ. That's why.
Really? And the FOS allows this?
But I heard she's not going to work in the HQ, but as a commandant. That's what my friend said. His dad works in intelligence, so I bet it's true.
But even as a commander, do you seriously think she's gonna fight on the front line? With your results, the Academy thinks working in the General Staff directly under HQ is your best choice. Also, even though it's unconventional, the Control Court and the higher-ups at Judicial Court have expressed an interest in you. But you seem determined to go through with your decision. You insist that the Academy will respect your decision. Lastly, the FOS Military College grants Sika LeBron the title of Chief. Young people, we hope that you will carry on the will of our heroes, become the cornerstones of our future. The front lines collapsed. Abandon the scouts and vanguard. Time the battle line. We can only prevail if we strengthen our defenses against this wave of attack. These people are as good as dead. Telling more people to go die? What's the point of remembering all those battle tactics? Do you think the battlefield is just like your textbooks say? So you're the new chief. I'll just call you Miss Top Student to not confuse you with others. Objectively speaking, it's not entirely your fault that the casualty numbers were higher than expected. Our first priority is to protect this land. Since they were more corrupted than expected, it makes sense to send out some unlucky souls to fill the gaps. But what was it with that prophetic attitude of yours? Was it necessary to look that miserable just because a few more conscripts died? You can't even get your priorities straight. I understand how HQ thinks you're fit to be a commander in the first place. I don't need someone who can't command their subordinates properly on the front lines. Summarize today's battle report and take your pathetic little squad to the benches. Go be friends with the medics or something. I don't care.
Always tightening. Then, I thought all FOS chiefs were outstanding. Looks like they were exceptions. General Staff is disbanding the squad. It's the end of the line. The Titan string snaps. Only wandering on this endless path. Only revolving around an unknown light. Since when? Mechanically and numbly marching forward, considering it as her responsibility. She finally comes to her senses. She can only even remember the reason that led to her confusion in the first place.
I think having a dream is a wonderful thing. No matter how hard to achieve or how childish the dream is. No matter the inevitable failures one will face on this path, and the non-existent results that await one. Even then, I think these idiots who work hard toward these unrealistic goals shine the brightest of all. To think someone can sleep through all this noise when we're entering the atmosphere.
Right after, the ship sinks roughly together with a huge centrifugal force.
Oh, you're awake, Sika. Huh? What? Wait, I fell asleep? When? We already reached our destination?
Embarrassed by her little slip-up early in the mission, Sika frantically looks around. If it weren't for the seatbelt restraining her into the sea, she would have fallen right off.
Relax. There's still 1 hour till landing. Just encountered some cumulus clouds, so we just had to climb up a bit. So we haven't gone to the troposphere yet. Did you pull an all-nighter last night? You could take this chance to catch up on some sleep. No, I did it to organize the mission information. If I rest now, then it would be pointless. And I know it's a bit late, but let's go over the mission details. Unknown City 1 was named Constellia in the Golden Age, based on the word constellation. The chief designer was Michel Vasari. He was an important member of the WGAA back at the Golden Age, and also a renowned architect. Constellia's construction was ceased due to the outbreak of the PV, and Michel himself passed away due to illness a year before the outbreak. Constellia has now been rediscovered by Babylonia, and estimated that 20% of the original design has been constructed. Even then, it's quite a sight. If our speculation is correct in that the city is being maintained by an abnormal mechanoid, then we'll have to be prepared for a fight. Although it's not the corrupted, we can't underestimate the threat level of the mission. Then I can put this to good use.
I let the nods with some thought, then proceeds to pull out the storage box from a hidden space on the tactical terminal.
That's high frequency electronic knives against the corrupted? wide area electromagnetic stun grenade, tactical pistol for commandants, multi-purpose grenade launcher with special ammo, and all kinds of tactical equipment. How do you get your hands on these? Aren't these the latest trial weapons for the Science Council? I didn't think our squad's weapon quota could get us these. Let's just say I know someone in the WGAA who has links to the weapon development department. The people at the Science Council said that as long as we're willing to pay a slight trial fee, then they'll lend us these. After all, they do want data on these weapons in actual combat. The power of money. But why go through all the trouble? Well, this is our first mission as a team, so of course we should be more prepared. I know you care about this mission very much, Sika. How can I not do my part as captain when our command is working so hard? There are a lot of weapons for commandants here. Take your pick.
How they gestures towards weapons just like the witch who led Hanzo and Gretel into the candy house, telling them the candy was all theirs to eat.
No, having a lot of weapons doesn't make it better. We also have to consider the portability. I can hear you gulping from here. The new CI charge pistol. 7th generation as well. We're still using the 6th generation back at FOS. There are more add-ons to choose from now, and the safety's been moved here.
Trojan helplessly glances at Sika, whose attention is completely occupied by the new weapons in front of her.
I thought the WGAA consisted of peace-loving, harmless artists. And from how your frame is constructed, it seems that someone there is very familiar with construct tech. People join the WGAA because they like art, but apart from that, everyone has their own story. They would also welcome you two if you ever discover your passion for art. This frame's exclusive weapon should be made by Vesalius. I can't imagine her just sharing her designs. Looks like even Colonel's R&D chief succumbed to our captain's charming personality. And this is a specialized arrowhead for compound mechanical bows. This is prepared for our 4th member we have yet to meet. Oh, you mean Lena?
Squads at task force usually consist of 4 members. Our Swarbly is no exception. Of the Allied Trojan, Lena's the last temporary member.
I remember Chairman Allen mentioning that she used to be in Caribou. Yes, that was about a year ago. Due to Caribou's unique status, their members' details are highly confidential, so that's all we know. After withdrawing from Caribou, she's been carrying out missions alone on the surface, rarely returning to Babylonia. Because HQ never updated her personal profile, even I don't know what she looks like. If she's already on the surface due to other reasons, she requested to meet us at the destination of the mission, Constellia instead. A former Caribou member. HQ really wasn't kidding around when forming this squad. Don't think I don't know your credentials don't pale in comparison to theirs, Trojan. You've been serving Babylonia since the Acadia evacuation, if I recall correctly. You were only talking about service time. It's similar to the current captain of the Purifying Force, but she was still fighting on the front lines not too long ago. She's way stronger than me. Due to sequelae of mind damage from previous missions, I'm no longer suitable to fight on the front lines. What kind of mission could lead to such serious injuries? Your resume also didn't state which squad you served. I don't know. I can't even remember that. As for squads, just a Caribou. If you can't find anything, then it's best you don't know. Just like how there's always 1 or 2 members of a mysterious passed on teams who save everyone at crucial moments with mysterious powers no one knows about. Where'd you learn that weird knowledge? If a time like that ever comes, run. Don't count on me to be able to save us all. Are you not one of the hot-headed characters who lunge at the final boss when it appears too early in the prologue? Well, you know, it looks like I have to do everything here, as the aspiring heroes and helping them get away? No. Or are you one of those who look like the experienced seniors on the side of justice, but are actually a double agent who works for the final bosses planned to fake death in an important battle, but they would later assume a false identity and go against the protagonist? I have to say, you're quite imaginative. In either of those scenarios sounds like a good ending for me. Sounds more dramatic if our story is a novel or movie. Dramatic plot and complex character relationships have always been what captivates readers and the audience. You say so. Anyway, we should focus on the mission first. We're almost above our destination.
Pressing out of the clouds, the transport craft steadily descends into the troposphere. Three start to catch glimpses of it steadily in through the window.
The last man-made city of the Golden Age.
Its nervousness can be heard from Sika's voice. It's her first mission after her original squad was disbanded. She doesn't want this mission to be a failure either.
Don't worry.
Captivated by the soft whisper by her ear, she turns to look at Isla. His words of comfort were so soft as if they were never spoken at all. The question pops up in Sika's mind. What's the cause of this expression on her face? Swept away by the engines roaring as they land.
Alright, I wonder what awaits us.
Damn, seriously, I'm still doing this.
Seriously? Still no?
Well, then again, I guess I am only like 4 parts into it. Now, you know what? I'm gonna do the other fight right now. Fuck it. I'm too bored. I mean, I'm not saying it's like the story's boring, but it's like I've literally only read. I've not had one battle yet. I will continue it after I do one more. I just want to see how far I can get with this.
Let's see if I can pull this off. I honestly don't have much confidence in myself because I don't know what's going to be different here. Nope. What? I double tapped. Ah, damn. Yeah, I already fucked up. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my god, not this shit again. Come on. No, I didn't block it. No, fuck me. Yeah, that's on me. Ah, damn. Yeah, I fucked up. I knew I needed to dodge it, but I was just like such a I lost my train of thought there. Nope. Oh shit.
Not
that much better, but it's enough. Oh shit. Nope. Oh god, I actually survived this time. Nope. What? Oh come on. You let me block this every time. You dare let me. No, I can't dodge it. There we go. Oh shit. Nope. 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 Oh shit. No! No! I dodged it! Don't you dare lie to me! Nope. There we go. Okay, nope. Here we go. Oh no, it's this again, right? Oh yeah, it is this shit again. No!
Push it to Isla.
みんなの期待に応えなきゃ。色あせた。
What? Oh, I couldn't even see where she was! Bro! Nah, go bullshit. For some reason, she just immediately disappeared. I don't count that shit.
まだいける。
天才的なタッチ。
逃げも隠れもさせないよ。
Ah,
予
shit.
想通り。
これが
天才的なタッチ。どけ。
Oh shit.
ま
Oh,
た
now it's getting me hold.
通さない。
じょ
どけ。またか。
弱点見つけたよ。
Nope. 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 Okay. Come on, hold it. I don't have enough. No, no, no. Yes.
優柔不断。
これが
Oh shit. Nope.
逃げも隠れもさせないよ。
通さない。どけ。またか。通さない。無駄だ。
Go.
天才的なタッチ。
じゃ逃げも隠れも
Yes.
させないよ。
裁きの時だ。
これが僕。
偽りの天国を撃ち落とす。
Oh shit. Nope. Hold it.
審判を。
これが僕。弱点見つけたよ。
There we go.
優柔不断。
No, no, no.
どけ。
Oh shit.
またか。
Nope.
通さない。
Nope.
どけ。
Nope.
審判を。
後ろ。
生児の輪廻よ。冠をまとえ。
There we go.
生児競争。安寧の時。
Let's go. All right. There's a little 500. Oh shit. Shit.
どれだけ止められても。審判を。
Nope.
小賢し
Shit.
い。優柔不断。
No, 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 no.
まだわからないの
I
か
have。time. I have time.
我々の未来に人間は不
Ah,
要。
boy. Here we go again. Gotta move to the center. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Oh shit. What?
人間は
This is counts?
終わりだ。
What?
天才的なタッチ。
Nope.
逃げも隠れも
I have
させないよ。
buy myself some time.
未来を譲らない。無意味な慈悲。また手加減をしているのか。
Nope. Oh shit.
まだいける。
Nope. Nope. Use my invincibility tricks that time, bitch.
人間は終わりだ。
Nope. Gotcha again. Oh shit. Nope.
ではこっちの番だ。
Oh shit. Nope. Nope.
どれだけ止められても。
じゃ
我々の時代を切り開く。
状況を
天才的な人間は終わりだ。
Oh shit. Nope.
未来を譲らない。天才的なタッチ。
Okay.
我々の時代を切り開く。
逃げも隠れも
Gotcha.
させないよ。
Oh shit.
まだいける。
Nope. Nope.
な慈悲また手加減をしているのか
状況を把握できてるかな。
天才的なタッチ人間は終わりだ
Nope. Gotcha again. Hey. Good style.
これが僕の状況を把握できてるかな。
ではこっちの番だ
Nope.
弱点見つけたよ。
天才的なタッチ
逃げも隠れもさせないよ。
無意味な慈悲
No.
また手加減をしている
The
の
spears. Touch it.
これが僕の選択だ。
天才的なタッチ
まだ
Oh, looks like we kind of take this for a bit.
審判を
これ
どれだけ止められても
Hey, all right, got it to lower that.
生児の輪廻よ冠をまとえ
Sure.
生児競争安寧の時
Yes. All right, 200.
この槍で
Oh no, not
9
again.
世代を貫く
Oh,
キュウリは
what the fuck is?
審判を
Oh, okay, I was just in the worst possible position. There's nothing else for me to say.
エクスプロ書き間違っちゃった
Yeah.
偽りの天国を
Damn.
撃ち落とす
Not gonna get a perfect green.
人間は終わりだ
Push it. Okay.
ではこっちの番だ
Ah, crap. I don't have dodges. Oh,
私の神髄見せてあげる書き間違っちゃった
shit.
戦の道筋。これが僕の
天才的なタッチ審判を
まだいける。
無意味な慈悲
No.
また手加減をしているのか
Oh, God. Get away from this shit.
弱点見つけたよ。
Nope.
審判を天才的なタッチ
逃げも隠れも
Come on. I need this. I
Such an
need to at
idea.
least clear this for the win.
もうお前たち守れない
Ah, shit.
この
Did
槍
the
で
wrong thing.
旧世界を貫く
Nope.
人間は終わりだインスピレ
後ろは僕に任せ。
キャンバス準備完了ではこっちの番だ
No. What?
ドローイングタイム
戦の道弱点見つけたよ。逃げも隠れも
Is this?
させないよ。弱点見つけたよ。状況を
人間は終わりだ
弱点見つ
無意味な慈悲
No, come
ま
on.
た手加減をしているのか
Stop with the spears.
まだ
No.
いける。
Stop it.
状況を
人間は終わりだ
Oh, shit.
ではこっちの番だ
No. They got ready with dodges. Oh. Let's go. Yes. It's my time.
お前たち守れない
Oh, yeah.
これが僕の選択だ。弱点見つけたよ。
この槍で
No!
旧世界を貫く
Come on. I had you, you stupid bitch.
まだいける。逃げも隠れもさせないよ。
Fun to piss me off up
こ
there.
れが僕の選択だ。
審判を
Okay. Yeah. Go on, she. Come on. He's cooking.
我々の未来を審判を
じゃ逃げも隠れもさせないよ。
Almost got this.
無意味な慈悲
No, come
また手加減
on.
をしているのか
これが
天才的なタッチ 人間は終わりだ
状況を
ではこっちの番だ
Oh, did she escape? This bitch. Oh,
これが僕の選択だこれが僕の選択だまだいける
無意味な慈悲ま
no.
た手加減をしているのか
I'm stuck in this position.
弱点み
天才的なタッチ
Okay, I at least still have a shield.
ではこっちの番だ
Okay, good. I moved out of the way. But this is a very small area that I could dodge.
これが僕
もう
Oh, man, I can dodge it again. Let's go.
守れない
Go.
逃げも隠れもさせないよ
Yes.
行こう屍を越えてもっと遠くへ
Oh my god. That was tough. Well, at least it wasn't anything like too crazy. I mean, just the in between the moves, there was less of like a separation of like the cooldowns from moves. But aside from that, still pretty good. I almost got it. I'll probably just do it off stream to try to get it perfect, because it's like I clearly could have. I was just in a really bad spot for Chushukra, and I was like, damn it, man. And again, my health conservation wasn't that bad either, because at least most of them did have at least half their health, which would last for most of the battle anyway. Alright, let's do another one of this, and depending on how long this takes, maybe we'll even call it a day. Because what the hell, dude? This is way too long. Okay, good. There is another battle. And maybe as long as this one's shorter than the others, I can actually do it. Even when they stepped foot on the ground, the sign in front of them still seems unreal. What surrounds the city is just a bunch of ruins. Just as Babylon is Intel stated. Originally, Constellia was supposed to stretch on for tens of thousands of square kilometers. Scales large as Kowloon. The cities from the post-pandemic age are like children's sandcastles in comparison. But the untamed glory of the past is merely an unachievable fantasy to current humans. Constellia, a shooting star that graced humanity at the end of the Golden Age, has long disappeared from the pages of history since the outbreak. But now, though it may be small, a miracle has happened without people noticing. As if time reversal magic had been cast on the city, the further the ruins they go, the more orderly their surroundings become. Till the point they reach the invisible line that separates the areas. As they cross the line, all the weeds and trash on the ground are replaced by neatly planned roads. Crumbled buildings or battered walls are now brand new skyscrapers. It's as if the city's alive and in the wilderness. The most surprising part is not how out of place the city is, but the strange tower standing at the center of all this contradiction. Windmill? The huge blink of the tower spins along like a vortex, attracting the eyes of visitors. Although we've seen the vague outlines of it in the images, it's more than I imagined. If one is to judge purely based on visual impact, that the Hetero Tower made it a punishing rise would have won. The windmill in the distance exudes solemnity and beauty. I know that Golden Age cities tend to favor exaggerated landmarks, but a windmill is a first for me. When we talk about windmills... Oh, you're thinking of Don Quixote, right? Fantasizing to be a famous knight, Don Quixote mistook a windmill to be a giant, charged in at it with his spear only to crash into a wall again and again. It doesn't seem positive just from the synopsis. What was their intention to make the most eye-catching building in a city like that? That... I don't know. You're not even gonna try to explain it. There were 1,000 hamlets and there were 1,000 leaders. My interpretation may not be what the designer had intended. And we just got here. is limited to the information we can gather just by looking at it. It's kinda tall buildings are usually used as electromagnetic wave towers. According to Babylonia, the only reason why we were able to detect this city earlier is because the tower was sending out deceiving signals. That windmill may be some sort of huge electromagnetic interference device. May also function as a CPF, looking at the low punishing virus concentration here. If the windmill is the center of the city, then we should be able to find answers there. Are you members of Iris Warbler? You're half an hour late. Do none of you own a working watch? You're Lena? Isla, Sika, and Trojan. Doesn't answer either questions, so she quickly inspects the members. I already know about you and Iris Wobbler, so we can skip the introductions. I will be joining this mission as a reserve member. Pleasure to be working with you. Welcome to the squad. Anna smiles as usual and reaches out her hand. Faced upon awaiting her, she purses her lips and briefly shakes Isla's hand before quickly withdrawing it. Enough with the introductions. Let's get to the main event. Let me share with you some intel I gathered on this city. You've already started exploring? Yes, I'm a construct built for recon missions. And I've been here for a few days already, so I took the opportunity to investigate this city a bit. After comparing my intel with Babylonia's, let me answer some queries you may have first. To start off with, how the city came to be. As the general staff has suspected, the city is indeed currently maintained by mechanoids. According to my observations, their AI levels have exceeded their original threshold. Then it really is like the orphanage.
Maybe the church again?
Not quite. In most areas, the mechanoids are not aggressive toward outsiders. Their behavioral pattern is a bit unique. At least to me, it's a bit incomprehensible. But based on my observation, there's nothing of interest in the outer parts. It may look glamorous, yet there's nothing but empty shells inside. It may sound confusing if you can't see it, so let's do as I suggested and head toward the center first. I'll lead the way.
Under Lena's lead, Iris Warbler sets off the windmill by walking along the main road. Alice suggests a short break as they reach the plaza near the windmill. They're almost at the core of Constellia. They've yet to encounter a single mechanoid up to this point. The spinning windmill, the flashing building lights, and the regularly changing signal lights all signify that the city's currently operating due to some unknown existence.
Something just feels off.
As the only one out of four who has actually lived in the Golden Age, Trojan sighs at the clean streets and endless lines of buildings. Different from Babylonia, which is heaven for only a chosen few, refused to be covered in bustling cities that house millions of people.
Did people of the Golden Age live in places like this? Not all of them, but at least when I was born, more than 90% of human settlements have been highly urbanized. Although not all the cities were as grand as this one, they were definitely better than our conservation areas nowadays, with no problem supporting the daily lives of its citizens. Most of the production process was carried out by machines. Humans were free to live their dreams. The Renaissance, the Age of Enlightenment, the Industrial Revolution, flower civilization was able to bloom thanks to hundreds of years of history. And that's the Golden Age. What we see now is just the tip of the iceberg. Yet the outbreak of the PV was able to destroy all of that within decades. How ironic. Sadly, that is also true. Humans nowadays can only try to comprehend the knowledge of the Golden Age through images and books. Even the professionals at the group, there's always a barrier when we try to understand the thoughts and concepts back then. Even when humans went against the PV and rebuild their civilization, there'll never be another Golden Age. However, ever since the Hetero Tower was reversed, it's rumored that Babylonia's been planning the reconstruction to surface. The discovery of Constellia at this point in time is too much a coincidence. This area has always been a dead zone. How are mechanoids able to rebuild a city without being infected? Let's put that question aside for a moment. If mechanoids only wanted to secure their living space, there's no need to preserve this area to perfection like this. trying their best to preserve these ruins from the past is not because of nostalgia. Isn't the goal of our mission to find that out? Mina removes herself from the other, staring blankly into the distance. By the way, why did you join the squad? With your qualifications, you could have joined any squad you fancied. Are you secretly an art lover? That's my choice. It doesn't concern you. You're not even gonna satiate my curiosity for a bit. You're the one talking, Trojan. I hate people who pretend to be mysterious. Since we're teammates, I thought I'd be able to know more about the task force from you guys. My frame data and non-confidential qualifications are all listed on the squad list. My reports don't concern you. They're relevant to the mission. I wish to decrease the frequency of small talk. We're a squad, not a tourist group. So cold. Sal and the others were chatting away. Seeker's been trying to re-establish contact with HQ. For a personal term. It's no use. It just won't connect. It's not going to work. I've already tried it. This city is using some unique interference. It blocks all electromagnetic signals from outside. All normal long-distance communication devices are useless here. But our short-distance comms within the squad shouldn't be affected. We can also locate each other through mind connection. Right. About the abnormal mechanoid in the city. I have a few pictures. Should be clearer than the ones Babylonia has. Let me send them to you. Oh, I guess there's no need. I can overpass it through the streets without noticing the four of them in the plaza. Is that the abnormal mechanoid mentioned in the report? Since he's here, why don't we follow him? It's a part of our investigation. You're right. We should record his behavioral patterns. Mechanoid finally stops in front of a city wall. The wall is already covered in all kinds of colors and shapes. He reads a spray paint module connected to his arm and spies new colors on these rainbow walls. The laugh sounds so evil. Is that really something a mechanoid can generate? Corin, the members are observing the mechanoid calls up Basil. And is he painting? Wondrous, isn't it? A lot of mechanoids here do that. Did you notice those incomprehensible ads and graffiti when we were walking on the streets? Those are all their masterpieces. These mechanoids seem to possess a deep obsession with art. They even have different factions who occupy different areas of the city. Mechanoids obsessed with art? Would it be similar to Nozzle whom Grey Raven found before? I remember Nozzle was kept by the WGAA for research after Grey Raven retrieved him. Do you know anything, Isla? Jessica tries to ask Isla for her opinion. Isla's has already stepped out of their hiding place. The PGR construct storms toward the doodling peasant. Her eyes filled with rage that could melt even steel. Can't stand this anymore. She raised her fist and shot toward the mechanoid. What do you think you're doing? What? Sorry, but Isla and Malpris Basil frantically tries to scurry away without a specific direction in mind. Ends up crashing into a wall and falling over as he loses balance. This wall was originally covered with someone else's art, was it not? How can you ruin each other's work without permission? I don't know what kind of ideals war you have going on or if it's a personal grudge. But you can't pay the minimal respect toward other creators and don't expect others to respect your work. I'm sorry. Don't take me away. Don't repeat this as simple. He is dumbfounded by Isla's actions. Is that what they call a rage of artists? It's the first time I've seen Isla so angry. Either way, let's go. What should I do? Cervantes was right. Cicely and Monet are both gone. Oh me. You really gave him quite a fright, Isla. Was I too aggressive? After Isla calms down, she looks at the trembling Basil. Doesn't she went a bit overboard? She scratches his head apologetically. But if we don't properly educate him on his behavior, he won't notice his mistake. You still have a revived fantastical mechanical impressionism. Yet my end is here. He's so different from how he was before. But isn't he overreacting a bit? I didn't say anything that scary. We're not going to do anything to you. Really? Are you not constructs from Babylonia? The ones who want to bring us back and dissect us for research? We are from Babylonia, but we wouldn't do anything like that without reason. No, since he's the abnormal mechanoid of the city, isn't it our responsibility to send a sample back to the Science Council? Trojan, stop teasing him like that. At least for now, we just need to find out more about the city. But he did mention of our mechanoids being abducted. I think that's not a lie. If these mechanoids are trying to avoid being captured by someone, then what we saw before makes sense. Are there other teams here carrying out missions other than us? If that's the case, HQ would have notified us. And the mechanoid he referred to as Cervantes. He seemed to know what Babylonia was going to send someone over. Well, to be fair, we were invited over. You're Basil, right? Who is this Cervantes you speak of? What is it about Babylonia abducting mechanoids? If you answer a question truthfully, we'll let you go. Cervantes is our spiritual leader. We followed him here and rebuilt the abandoned city tower it is. Us mechanoids who want to learn more about the art left behind by the sage turned the city into our base, where we create the emotions that the sage inspired in us. Yeah, I figured. But Cervantes never joins us. He's always in his museums and the tower left behind for the Golden Age. 2 months ago, he suddenly announced that people from Babylonia would be coming to the city and told us to hide. He went as far as to ask us to leave the city. The streets are our battlefield. If we don't occupy it, it will be occupied by the surrealist mechanical fathers and multidimensional mechanical cubists. Those fantastical mechanical impressionists are the originals and more traditional. We can't lose those who came after. So Cicely and Monet didn't heed Cervantes' warning, and they were never seen again after coming out of the streets. Cervantes. Looks like he's the mechanoid we're looking for. But 2 months ago? Babylonia still hadn't found out about the existence of Concilia yet 2 months ago. Looks like the situation is more complicated than we think. But descendants are pretending to be constructs from Babylonia. With the effect that the head of her tower, they would look like normal constructs today, just punishing virus within them. We can't rule out that possibility. 2 months ago, someone from Babylonia. Whale song signal Selena? No, you wouldn't do something like this. I'm sure you wouldn't. Lena, you've been to the museums Basil mentioned? No, I've only investigated the perimeters. But the museums surround the windmill, so we want to get to the windmill and we went past the museums. Looks like we got a clear objective en route now. Let's go. She turns and looks at the wall covered in graffiti and curious shapes and symbols. Basil already stood up, but when his gaze meets Atlas, she starts to tremble again. Art created by mechanoids, huh? We'll have to understand it more in depth if possible. About the differences in the factions you mentioned and why they fight with one another. And the art of the sage you worship so much. Please tell us more about you guys if we do meet again. Before that, remember to properly apologize to the artist of this painting. Got it? Of course. Well then, goodbye. Oh right, since the situation doesn't look that good, you should get back to somewhere safe. Keep an eye out for your missing friends. Once this is all over, you can have a proper showdown against the other factions. You're going to win. Might as well do it with style. Atlas signs Basil with a V sign with her finger, signaling victory and peace before rejoining your teammates. For some reason, he's reminded of a Wonder event not long ago. Art by mechanoids. I'm really interested in your creations. Can you tell me more about you? Alright, I'll do at least this one that we get the stream. Because at least I'll actually be going through this shit. Extension of the red carpet stops at a shut door. This museum is the outermost one among all. Us royal players reached here without a problem. For the decorations, sculptures, and words on the outside, no doubt screams welcome to the passerby. But paired with deafening silence, it makes the whole scene a bit eerie. Looks like it's not just somewhere one passes to get to the windmills. It's worth investigating. So the three constructs look over at Sika. We see a second island makes her way to the control panel and wakes up the system. It's not as hard as she imagined. The door to the museum opened after a few clicks of a button. Now for the final question. Who should be the vanguard in this limited space? Takasiko's deep in thought, Jordan steps forward. Even though she keeps insisting that she isn't in her prime anymore, she's still a tank. Leave it to me. Ala shouts passionately as she enters the museum. Since she has the new frame, then let her lead. There's a good chance to observe firsthand what Kaleido can do. Oh good, I can actually get better practice with this. I actually did need that. Yeah, let's start for the beginning. I can afford to do that. Alright, see what we can do. Welcome, visitors. Allow me to take you to the exhibition. This way, please. Sure. Castelia, Central Museum Hall. An art museum built by mechanoids. What will show up in the hall? Please bear with me for one moment. Here's an overview of the art museum. Please follow this order and start your tour. Was that a hologram? This feels incredibly mechanical. Recreating data. Displaying detailed information at the Arctic Credit Union Hall. Here are you, an economic union formed by the training corps of the Arctic Circle. The biggest four economic entities in the Golden Age. The Arctic Route Union. I really miss the strong alcohol flavor electrolyte. I poked into the forest guards a few times during archaeological missions. Alright, let's check this. What's this one gonna be? Okay, this is how long. Of course, we're Lady Chu, what the hell? Let's see what it says about that. Regional Commercial Organization, a Golden Age in the coastal cities of East Asia. Well-developed trade and shipbuilding businesses and a core class armed dreadnought Niter, one of the biggest four economic entities in the world. Please continue browsing the designated order. formerly Forest Park. It's for Plant Forest Park, but the famous Golden Age human tourist spots. Wait, what about this one? Wait, about what home? Okay. Interesting. Ah, boy. No, doesn't seem like that's the case. Ah, shit. I'm gonna have to fight all these losers. Anyways, everyone get ready for battle. Alright, it's time to finally give me some more practice. Oh shit. Hey, what the hell? Trying to stop me. Oh, right, because she's still trying to get a better establish a true time connection. Alright, here we go again. Dad.
私の神髄見せてあげるイマジネーションに共感しなさい私の神髄見せてあげる私の神髄見せてあげる
Come on, let's continue.
書き間違っちゃったキャンバス準備完了いっちゃえこの色で未来を塗り替えるインスピレーションエクスプロージョンイマジネーションに共感しなさいインスピレーションキャンバス準備完了この色で未来を塗り替える
Damn, the fact that there are actually kind of different effects for pain reminds me of like how it used to be for Brazil. Lobby alarm still not disarmed. Mechanical statues continue to attack our horror. Statues' movements are not complex, but they have the advantage of numbers. And I may need to defeat there are always new ones that appear out of nowhere to replace them. So you cannot predict where the next best enemies will strike next. As our Swamp is still their team, their cooperation is far from flawless. Continue on like this, it's just a matter of time for mechanical statues to break through the defenses. They keep coming! The bullets rapidly fired from her tank, the pistol hit the weak points of the statues. Siko was the best shooter in her class, but no matter how accurately she shoots now, still cannot make up for the disadvantage of armor. She has to shoot half her magazine before the mechanical statue sees its movements. Usefulness of commanding this battle is limited. Get behind me. You'll be in trouble if you get hurt. Dazzling arrow is close to the air and pierces through the few statues in front of Secret Force. This isn't ending anytime soon. We need to find a way to make them stop. Sparks fly from the B-blade and heavy toughness as they hit the statues. Jojo has buried most of them in his rain guards. Alex still managed with a new frame, but the sequela of mind damage is starting to show Jojo as time goes on. We probably activate the security system at the museum. If we're talking about Golden Age formats, then the security statues are most probably remotely linked to the system. Thanks for the info, but what's the point? The point is that we can hack the firewall in the museum and shut off the alarm. The statues won't move anymore. And does anyone here have a friend that has a hacking functions? Heads up, not me. I may have the same name as the famous computer virus, but don't expect an old relic for the gold mage like me to be able to hack. It's the first time I've seen people say they're useless with such confidence. Fine, I'll hack the system. But I'm not a support type, so I'll have to use more primitive methods. You can get in there till I get back. Spatial data from the scan, Nina finds a hidden node port in the lobby. It's out a specialized arrow from the quiver. It contains a mini terminal which can utilize the console computing power to break through from outside. With this arrow, which is connected to frame of the port, you see a large amount of data swarms around. She focuses on processing its data shards, trying to find a point for her to penetrate through. Damn it, this frame! Elena lost his offensive odds, and Sika had to get Island Trojan to shrink their defense area. That also implies that the enemies will attack more frequently. Managing to feel a continuous turmoil in Trojan's mind. Why do I feel like there's an increase in enemies? It's the system's level 2 security protocol. Detecting me trying to hack it through the port. Give me some more time. These other ways of mechanic statues appear with no one in sight. So they're determined to meet the biggest threat targeting attacks at her. Yeah, harder for Island Trojan to defend. Lena, you're 11 o'clock. Enemies are heading over. The statue ahead with her top when she turns toward Lena. Already had a limit trying to get the nose in front of her and can't take any. Damn it, just a bit more. Don't worry, I got you covered. What are you doing? Sika already lunged toward the statue before Lena could finish her sentence. She is nimble as apathitic. The dagger slips into her hand as she accurately stabs the statue in its neck joint. The dagger emits electromagnetic pulse instantly demobilizing it. Within a second, she directs it passes onto another mechanism, rapidly pulling the trigger and shooting directly into the statue's chest. Lining 2 statues in a row with a surprisingly imposing manner, Sika grits her teeth and shoots at nearby statues against it. Even the newest pistol with expanded magazines will become a moment when it exhausts itself. On the choice, she smashes the pistol into the memory shell of the statue in front of her. The plastic face cracks, but the red glow of its eyes indicates that the hit was not enough to take it out. Howling smoke shines in front of Sika. Its blue energy stream swipes past, blasting away the mechanisms in front of Sika like a lawnmower. Far away, the muzzle of his gun sits in white smoke indicating that the energy blaster shot from it. Why didn't you take that out earlier? Well, this is my last resort. Because it was made according to the blast hammer data Skyer. I didn't know if it would work or not. Cornelius says that I added this function when I was brainstorming this new frame. Really should think of it when we get back. Some blade flickers as if this one is used up all its stored up energy. Alright, and disarm. Sika, are you alright? Yes, I'm fine. Sorry, I didn't expect them to suddenly attack us like that and I panicked. It's not your fault. You seemed pretty normal at the beginning. I don't recall us doing anything that could have enraged them. How do you think we triggered the alarm? Or this a trap set by the mechanoid called Cervantes? Alice studies the scattered statue piece on the ground. After a series of fierce battles, this particularly designed space is now in ruins. Spending so much effort in curating this museum, just letting it get destroyed as a battlefield to get rid of intruders? What in the world were you thinking back there? Why did you protect me? What do you get seriously injured? Or should the constructs connected to you do damn? As her clouded by a complicated haze, so what she's seeing is that Sika is sitting in front of her, but a past memory she doesn't dare to recall. You're not a newbie on the first mission. Do you not possess a bit of common sense? Even if I get injured, I just have to change my parts and get fixed. Even if I die here, you can still lead the remaining members to finish the mission. But you, the core of a squad is their commandant. Did the FOS not teach you the survival rate of a squad without a commandant? Why did you respond to that squad's SOS signal? You should focus on the battle on the front lines. Don't you know to weigh the pros and cons before making decisions as a commandant? The squad is stranded deep within enemy territory. Your job is to stabilize our minds with your mind beacon. Tactics? What kind of tactic can someone who's never set foot in war come up with? I admit that my actions were rash. As a commander, I should have prioritized my own safety. Because on the battlefield, the commander is the construct's lifeline. But in our case just now, protecting you was the priority. If this were a fact you hacking the systems, the battle would have prolonged. It would have been even more of a disadvantage. That was my judgment of the situation. As the commander, I apologize for my outburst. It is partly my fault as a scout for not being able to predict this situation. Let's not waste any more time here and move on. As if running away from something, Lynn leaves the lobby to the exit on the side. Let's go. I think she was worried about your safety. I know.
The door opens and combines once more. Compared to how they entered, without thought last time, the four of them are much more cautious. The metal walls are covered in a thin layer of frost. Georgia lightly knocks it with her weapon and expects the shard has fallen to the ground.
Nothing unusual about this. It just froze due to low temperature. Looks like the theme here is Winter Wonderland. There's no control panel, so we'll have to shut it down by force. By force? You mean...
Please don't break that device. We'll destroy the exhibits in the museum. Don't worry, I'm just a messenger. As if to authenticate its identity, the mechanoid crouches down. Slowly builds a device they've never seen before, and a light flashes on top of it. Light slowly forms a human shape, or more precisely, it looks like a hologram for human.
Greetings, guest of Babylonia. Or from, whatever.
The voice not emitted from the device, but the speakers in the exhibition hall.
Hello, who are you? I am this city's temporary administrator. I am responsible for the operation of mechanoids in this city. Then those statues. Those are security guards who protect these exhibition halls. It was not my intention to attack you. What do you mean? Mr. Administrator? Let me introduce myself. I'm Cervantes. And you must be Isla. You know me? You can say that. Since you're standing here, that means part of my plan succeeded. Wait, the Signal General Wells mentioned. No need to fret. I just wanted to invite you to the city as guests. Was that the welcome committee just now then? You guys sure are passionate.
He doesn't explain, nor does he seem to want to explain. Continues staring at Isla's eyes before glancing at the others.
There really is. Lena, can you determine where he really is? You give me that robot, then I may be able to trace where he's sending the signals from.
Or is there plenty of whispers? Cervantes suddenly directs the conversation to that.
Sorry, but please refrain from doing that. I come in peace. Of course, I wouldn't ask you to trust me completely. The situation in the city is currently a bit complicated, although I don't disapprove of it. Cervantes, you really mean us no harm, then please answer our questions honestly. What is your plan? For now, I just hope for you to enjoy the exhibitions in this museum. Especially you. I love WGAA. Me? Look at it as a request from a fellow artist. I've buried all that I have seen, lost, and experienced here. In that of what this city names Constellia, an unfinished city that only exists in a fantasy, an experience at the end of the Golden Age. I'm sure the WGAA is interested in this. I hope that you can give me an answer after seeing everything. Also, I want to see how well this squad can operate. It'll be a truly valuable experience. Now please follow this mechanoid and enjoy the exhibition.
Please follow me.
Follow you? Is this a joke? Wait, let's do as he says for now. Are you serious? One of the reasons for the founding of Iris Wobbler is to retrieve information about the Golden Age civilization. If Cervantes says it's true and he knows what happened, then we need the information from him. If we don't do as he says, it may lead to bloodshed like earlier again. We're already not a squad specializing in combat. We should act carefully. And these exhibitions look quite interesting. Doesn't need for further investigation. Fine. Is everyone at the WGAA like this? But if this is what Commander and Captain decide, then I don't object. We just have to be careful. Is that a replica of the largest Moses-class icebreaker from Murmansk Port back in the Golden Age? Or
before the leak even finishes, and Tyler's attention is already fully captivated by the exhibits in the hall.
Wait, Isla, we need to maintain formation. Let's be the ones on guard and lead the investigating to them.
Wait, there's still more? Oh, okay. I didn't think there was.
Please follow me. Hold the Arctic route in style. Bigger than I expected. Stay sharp. Let's just follow it.
What in that? Welcome to the Arctic Hall. The Arctic Circle, the polar bear, the cold place, and yet humans never give up exploring it. The area you completely conquered, and I want to reproduce their persistence.
Are you going to test our combat capability? No big formation, everyone.
Ah, crap. Data recorded. Comparing data, battle power is 24.36% above the expected value. Speculation reads, the leading construct's performance was further enhanced in the Arctic Hall's environment. Preparing Phase 2. Shit.
A military mechanoid this time. Now I can call this a challenge. Has the Arctic Route Union been fighting these bionics all along? Analysis failed. Doesn't seem quite right. Did the failed analysis trigger the highest level of battle power test system? The highest level? Guess we can't hold back then.
This is Fleming speaking. The Naval's final voyage. The corrupted destroyer almost half the engine room. Did everything we could, but still leaking. 3 days never would be lost forever. Fortunately, all those who are in love with her will go down together. First may serve to be Aurora tonight. Hear royal songs around. We'll get everyone on the deck to witness our ending. May the Arctic Route Union live forever. So this is probably when that whole thing went wrong. Deeper. Oh, okay, wow, I'm actually gonna go through all these.
Be at the Arctic Route Union.
Ah, shit. Oh my god, I'm actually reliving the boss battle.
Even as a puppet, you still know who's the strong one. It's end. Watch out, she's coming for
Ah, crap. Oh my god! I'm almost dead! What is this? Seriously, how am I almost dead? Come on. Nope.
私の神髄見せてあげる
Oh wait, did I already die? Ah, shit.
私の神髄見せてあげる書き間違っちゃった キャンバス準備完了
There we go.
We finally won.
The blade of Violet's gun lands, flashes past her, but Rosetta's huge bodily finally falls. She goes into grenade gun, her body corpse due to exhaustion.
What, is this gonna be like, they're gonna face all the enemies that we faced in the past in these different areas?
Except for the last one, which will be like one we haven't gone to yet.
The weapon box you were carrying all this time. This is what was in it? An ammo for Violet's weapon, spare arrows for Lena. Only bought this gun just in case since I'm more familiar with this kind of weapon. It wouldn't have worked earlier when we were inside, but I'm glad I was able to help now. I'm impressed that you can identify his behavioral pattern so quickly. If it wasn't for your plan, this would have been a tough fight. No, it's only because Rosetta is in Babylonia and I had the honor of meeting her a few times when I was training under Vanessa. Even though hybrid constructs are still very rare nowadays. So I recorded down all of her information and battle data. A classic valedictorian thing to do. Rosetta is someone who can fight against the strongest Ascendant Alpha. Even though this isn't the real thing, it was still very overwhelming. That mechanoid really is something to be able to make this look exactly like the real deal. I also don't understand why he made a replica in the first place. But if we need a representative from the ARU deemed the exhibition, Rosetta is the most suitable. I'm more worried the technology he possesses. Although I'd never seen the real Rosetta in action, this imposter showed some quite destruction power. A destructive one. And together with those statues earlier, if Babylonia has to go against that, he not only reconstructed a whole city, he also possessed the battle data of Babylonian constructs and technology to recreate it all. Exposing all this to Babylonia just to use Concilia's bait to have the WGAA send members over to investigate? I don't know. It's too little for us to conclude right now. At least, as he had said, he doesn't wish to harm us. Now we can only do as he said and explore these exhibits. Though this feeling like being led on a wild goose chase is a bit unpleasant. While the road is always rocky on the way to fight the final boss, as said, I think we cooperated pretty well just now. Seeker's command is more calm than before too. They helped quite a bit. I'll give her a 5 out of 10. Don't let it get to her head. It's commendable that she thought of using specialized electromagnetic shells to restrict the enemy's movements. But if it hadn't worked, or if it wasn't created completely according to Rosetta's original data, you would have exposed yourself to danger. You could have used me for remote restriction, increasing the battle's efficiency. I found something interesting. What's this?
Up in your hand, a small data chip lays in her palm. The silver white chip shines like a fake snow on the ground.
According to my scan results, this chip should have memory data on it. You can read it with the port as constructs have. This is Cervantes? Looks like this is the thing he said he left behind. There may be valuable information on it. Should we decide who reads it?
Alright. I think that'll be a good point for now. Alright, at least I did do 3 hours. Again, I may have... Wait, I'm at 23 already? What the fuck? Damn, okay, yeah, so maybe it will take just like 4, I guess. Well, I guess better than like having to wait fucking forever for this. But damn, am I gonna have to go through all of that again? So I'm gonna have to go through like the battle against Lady Chu. What was the other one? Oh, Pulley Force. Oh no, don't make me go against the twins again. Or would it be the Heterite Mother instead? I really hope it's just the Hive Mother instead, because if it's the twins, I am fucked. Unless I get to use the whole team, but the problem is only 2 of them are actually available as characters. But alright, that'll be the end of the stream for today. Let me give a shout out to both Guardian Soulblade and Yu-Gi-Oh! 19 for both showing up the stream. Great catching up with you guys. I'll see if I'll do a stream tomorrow. If not, it'll probably be Friday, but it most likely will be tomorrow. But again, I can't guarantee any of that. But interesting. Again, still don't really know what the point of all this even is anyway. Because I mean, I'm getting interested. Don't get me wrong, because it's highlighting like characters who we don't really know too much about, or about like what it will lead to further later on. I'm guessing for Elisa, it's just gonna set her up for her chapter much later. Yeah, for this one, Ever Glowing Justice. Again, we haven't seen her true capabilities yet, so it probably is just an intro for her. Like, not the whole point of the chapter, but her being in this chapter. Then with the other one with Construct who works for Northern Mining Corps. And then still actually highlighting a bit more on the Ever Commandant as well. I think that's a nice little touch as well, because like, we made her an actual character here. We might as well like keep that going. Because again, I'd be interested. It's nice to see like another new commandant kind of like join in the fray of like everything else that's been going on. But if you guys did enjoy the scenes by now, if you're not already following the channel, please make sure to leave a follow. Much appreciated. Check out my YouTube channel, post all the VODs, subscribe there as well. Join Discord, you guys not already. Oh, links to all those are on the channel. But this has been Santos Vice. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. See you guys next time. We're out.
待って、指揮官。少しだけそのままじっとしてて。もうちょっと。よし。今の風景ですごくいいアイデアが浮かんだわ。